Maybe you can save up for that new chair.
No, my chair is so good. I just wish it was taller.
It
My chair
doesn't
is
like
so sweet.
adjust.
It adjusts, but it doesn't go any higher.
Oh.
I'm not the highest it is, and my legs are so long.
I don't know about you though, Viv, but sometime this month I'm gonna be getting $1,400, so maybe I'll buy a new chair like that.
Same, probably.
You probably, if you filled out your own taxes, you will probably get it. Yeah.
I need a minute. I'll be right back.
That's perfectly fine. I gotta post this link in 10 different places.
I got my tax return back in like record time this year.
You
It
already
was
got...
like 3 days.
That's really good.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. Alright.
Alright, I'm just... Any new with you, Acoustic?
Nope.
How about them taxes, though, huh?
I haven't done them yet, to be honest.
Oh, you gotta, so you can get your money. And then...
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. First, the other big news I saw was, like, they're gonna try and get the vaccine plans out, like, the national plan will be by May 1st. Anybody who wants one can get one.
Yeah, I saw that too, which is a surprise to me a little bit.
I mean, I thought May was the time period where that would happen, but now it's kind of official. It also means for some of the also for some of the people here who want to shop around for their vaccine, they'll have by May to be able to do that. Isn't that right, Kahuba?
It's true.
I registered for my vaccine. I haven't heard back yet.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
I hope someone just shows up at my door and was like, hey.
Hey, it's time. Get in the van.
They just show up, pull a needle,
Yeah,
and stick you as you open and run off.
Yeah, I hope they're wearing a ski mask too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, the ski mask is the official vaccine distribution.
Oh yeah, it's like uniform
mask.
I mean, like, could you get in now, Cam, or are you have to wait?
I mean, I'd probably have to sign up, but unfortunately, a lot of people I know that have it only have had it because they work in the medical field.
Okay, yeah, I know states do it differently. I know, like, yeah. So since I'm from California, like, they've opened it up to like a lot of different people and groups, which is why I know a fair amount of people who've already gotten it.
Yeah, I'm not honestly too sure. I think it's a sign up thing over here.
Alright. Well, I won't pry much further into that. You back, Vivian? I have no idea if she's back or not.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah. Alright.
She could be speaking to us, but muted. Does that? No, I did not start her.
Oh, wait, she's typing in the... probably doing something that just says go ahead, because she has the headphones on that can listen from. Alright.
Hi, I'm back. Go ahead.
Here we go. Alright. Where we last left off, the gang is about to head off and conduct some diplomacy. Roxy, left at Targos to her own devices, joined Captain Skath in searching the town for the base of the Easthaven cauldron thieves. Discovering a secret trapdoor south of town, Roxy and Skath investigated a hidden base, where Roxy found notes written in thieves' cant and a full map of Icewind Dale. Before she could investigate further, however, a bomb went off in the base, as Roxy used her second wind to avoid the damage and escape, or mitigate the damage and escape. Afterwards, she gave the notes to Skath to investigate, while she kept the map. From there, Roxy began a long trek to Kelvin's Cairn to reunite with the gang. For the rest of the crew, after having rested from their descent down Kelvin's Cairn, they began to pack up camp before being ambushed by Avarice and her posse. Avarice informed the gang that she was there for Correth, given that the patron she serves has told her of the threat that Correth poses to her and her plans. Having taken control of the Knights of the Black Sword, Avarice has now been performing her own experiments with Chardalyn in a quest to beat Correth and take control of Icewind Dale. He sticks 2 berserkers on the gang as she and her team escape, and in a rough battle, the gang manages to take those mad berserkers down, as Roxy joins the gang partway through and helps take down the last one. Afterwards, the gang struggled to figure out what exactly made these men go mad, as Balthazar took one of the chardalyn flails. Following all that, the gang began the long trek back to Targos, and ultimately succeeded in reuniting Garret with his husband. The gang got the Targos sigil from Speaker Maxildanarr, as Denver informed the gang that they would return back to Bryn Shander, so he could begin research on the weapon Roxy was searching for. In the morning, Balthazar was in a foul mood after spending a night with chardalyn in his possession. He became hostile towards his surroundings as he began seeing Correth as the source of all his problems. After a short ride to Bryn Shander, the gang began heading about town to shop and sell their goods. Nayala and Roxy got their smart weapons from Blackiron Blades. Sorrin and Vars got Maverick with Maverick's magic shop to research the chardalyn flail they acquired, and Balthazar sold off all the furs he acquired up on the mountain. As the gang all reunited at Bryn Shander Public Library, they met Sheriff Markham Southwell, who informed the gang that the Speaker of Bryn Shander wished to meet them. At Bryn Shander City Hall, the gang met with Speaker Duvessa Shane, the library researcher Balthazar and Roxy had met before. She informed the gang that she had heard of their good deeds in the 10 towns, and requested them for a special mission in exchange for Bryn Shander's sigil. The goblins of Fort Karkolohk sent an emissary with a message of peace with the 10 towns, and has requested diplomats in order to negotiate a treaty between the 2 parties. The gang took the mission, but not before Duvessa warned Correth and Vars that people were after them. Afterwards, Balthazar had a short chat with his brother Albion, who informed Balthazar of their dad's recent consulting job with the Arcane Brotherhood. Still, Balthazar, under the negative effects of chardalyn, cut the conversation short as he grew agitated, and continued and saw Correth as once again the cause of all of his problems. Correth eventually confronted Balthazar over his actions throughout the day, and discovered that Balthazar was under a fiendish influence that was making him hostile towards Correth. After an awkward dinner, Sorrin and Vars went back to Maverick's and discovered that the flail had a powerful fiendish presence within it that warped the minds of those who utilized it. He told them to get rid of it lest they all get corrupted or get into trouble with it. Thus, Sorrin and Vars went out of town during the night and buried it, returning back to the inn exhausted. Now, after the gang has had their rest, what will happen next? How awkward are things now between the party after Balthazar's outburst at dinner? And how will this goblin diplomacy mission go? Find out now on The Sun Never Rises. Alright.
Or not find out. You never know.
I usually try and hit on all that stuff. So, as people are awakening, I do want to do one. There is one thing that happens to 2 people while they're asleep.
Gasp.
So, Roxy, Nayala. As you guys.
Me again.
Yeah. As you guys sleep, you swear you hear in the back of your mind, beep 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 beep.
Oh, it's aliens.
As this kind of noise kind of just permeates your heads. None of you, I'm positive none of you speak that language, so...
Oh boy, cosmic horrors, baby.
You have no idea what's being said, but the beeping and the noises stop though when you do awake.
It's cosmic horrors.
As for everybody else, Sorrin and Vars, as you 2 awaken, pretty fucking tired. You both have one level of exhaustion for basically being out all night, getting rid of the flail. So your speed is officially half until you get an actual full long rest. But, it's not... It's nothing that's going to kill you. It's just basically spending like an all-nighter out doing your homework or your work on a project or something. Correth, you had a very nice sleep. No Balthazar came barging in through the night to try and kill you, so that was good.
It's good.
As for Balthazar, you awaken as you know, cringing as hard as you can after yesterday's events, but you are now officially back to normal.
Alright, good. I think that I would like to, if I can, go down a little bit early and like get breakfast set up before everyone else wakes up
Yes,
to
you
apologize.
Can. Yes, you can. Alright. So, as you all come down, Balthazar has breakfast ready for all of you.
I'm sitting at the table. I look very sheepish.
Oh, sweet boy.
I sit down.
Oh, honey.
I would like to apologize
You didn't need to
for
do
my actions
this.
yesterday. I think I did need to do this.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, it's okay. Come here. Give me a hug. Give
I hug
Roxy a
Roxy.
hug.
Alright.
Oh, sweetheart. It's okay. Don't even worry about it.
And Correth, I particularly apologize to you. I was very ready to fight you yesterday, and I apologize.
Apology accepted. As I start just digging in.
Absolutely. I give him more food than I give everyone else, I think.
Alright.
That's fair.
Yeah. As, you guys come down, you know, Sorrin and Vars look, you know, have some bags under their eyes, but huge.
Very sore.
I get Vars a very large, like, alcoholic beverage for breakfast.
Just what I needed.
Start off the morning right.
Exactly.
And let me try and think. You know, as I say, as you guys have, you know, rested throughout that night, and you know, we're thinking of new things to kind of do and whatnot, you all feel a little bit stronger, more powerful than you usually are.
Uh-huh.
But you know, in terms of special abilities and whatnot, we can get into that later.
We'll see.
As Denver comes down at this point. Oh yes, the people I was looking for, my diplomats. How are you all feeling?
Better.
Pretty good.
I've been better.
All right. Now
I'm
then,
doing alright.
well, that's good, Nayala. All right then. So as he looks to see you, Roxy, I gotta go buy some more books, notebooks at the general store. But before I do that, I will see you all off in your new and improved outdoors caravan. You guys are gonna, I'm assuming you will all take to this Fort Karkolohk.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think this is gonna go well.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I will get started, Roxy, on that research right away.
Thank you. I'm excited to see the fruits of your effort.
I'm excited too. Especially once you've complete this mission, we will have the 5th and last sigil we need.
Oh yeah, we only need 5, huh? That's
Yeah.
that's cool.
Because the bare majority. Alright then. Okay, so unless there's anything else somebody wants to do for breakfast, you'd all would essentially start heading out.
Yeah, I'm good to get going.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm good.
Good to go.
sounds good. Let me pull up a map, the Bryn Shander map. So, you guys make your way towards the southwest gates of Bryn Shander. The new outdoor caravan, or one that's made to withstand the wilderness, has been set up. Along with, right by is, funny enough, Duvessa waiting for you all. And you also notice both the goblin, I'll just show you guys what goblins and deities look like this, but he also appears to be riding this creature.
Oh,
It's so cute.
That's metal.
the puppy.
Yeah, the warg.
I'm gonna walk up to her and say, "I like your puppy."
Roll me a charisma check, Roxy.
Hell yeah. I'm great at that. Charisma check? Gotcha.
13. Alright. She's like, she looks at you, not a puppy, a warg.
Oh,
And then, but then
What's
5
a-
seconds,
what's a warg?
what I was gonna say, but 5 seconds later, she says, but thank you.
oh, what's a warg? Could you tell me more?
I don't really know much about the exact, creature stats origins, but the people of my goblins usually ride them around, given that you're willing to let them be ridden let us ride them.
Cool. Can I pet them? Would they be okay with that? What do you think?
I will let you. She kind of looks at you as like no one's ever really asked her this before. It's like you can certainly try.
Excellent. Fuck.
All right. You pet it, but it quickly brushes you off, like it doesn't want to be touched by you. But
It's okay, puppy.
yeah, you didn't fail so bad it attacked you, which is a good thing. All right.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Well, no, they're riding. They're going with you, Roxy.
Well, I'm just saying it's nice meeting you.
Okay.
It's just the common greeting.
I'm sorry. It just sounded like you were saying like you were leaving.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
leaving right now. See y'all later. Bye bye.
All right.
And
So-
Roxy starts walking off.
So the goblin you're traveling with is named Monofek. By the way.
Cool.
As for Duvessa, as she looks to the rest of you, now, as we've talked about yesterday, you can go ahead. Let's try and reach a peaceful resolution. Do note that an actual treaty is to be made. The goblins must have something to offer us in exchange for whatever they want from us too.
Mhm.
Heaven knows they probably just want food or weapons or whatnot, but who knows?
I mean, that's just basic needs.
True, but you can't be giving them everything, not when our own people are, even as we struggle to kind of keep all of our supplies here stable, given this
Mhm.
blasted rhyme.
It's tough times for sure. We gotta work things out though.
Alright,
We're all people here.
and that's we are. Alright then, do any of you have any questions for me before you head out? I'll take that as a no.
I don't think
No.
so.
Alright,
I keep losing my voice. Fuck.
it's fine. Best of luck to all of you. As Duvessa has them open the southwest gates. You guys hop on. Roxy, I'm assuming you're driving the caravan?
Well, doesn't Roxy have her own mount?
She does have her own mounts.
Mhm.
Alright, who wants to drive? Because Denver's usually been driving for you guys, but he's staying behind.
I'll drive. I have proficiency in land vehicles.
Oh, then okay, then yeah, you're fine. I won't even make you roll.
What's the story there?
I ran with an army for a very short amount of time, but my commanding officer, I got that lesson across.
Fair enough.
Alright. And with that, you all begin to make your way out the southwest gates. Denver and Duvessa wave goodbye to you guys as you head out. To give you an indication of how long this journey may take, I've actually, please tell me you guys can see the words on this map now.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Oh
zoomed
yes.
in,
Fuck
but yeah.
yeah.
We're there.
Hit the minus button to
Yeah.
zoom out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Roxy-
Chapter 2, baby.
yeah. Roxy managed to fill in all of the things that she needed to for the map the previous night. Which is why this thing's
Yeah,
actually...
I know this place.
Yeah.
I need just a base description of where.
Yeah.
Karkolohk.
Karkolohk. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Roxy, this symbol up here, though, excluding the north, southeast, and west, that was the sigil of the Zendarium.
Mhm.
This was marked up. Yes. So luckily for you guys, Manifek is leading the way, but what you gotta do is travel down the 10 trail here and then essentially go off and travel across the Red Run, which is a river that's usually flowing, Roxy, but because of the everlasting rime is kind of solid right now. A 2-day journey from what you've been told.
Excellent. 2 days. Damn.
Matter of fact,
Gonna have to rough it, man.
yeah, as a matter of fact, just calls out to you as you're both on your right too. It'll go quickly, trust me.
All right.
Hope so.
All right. So, you guys want to do any sort of light RP, talk to one another on this ride for the first day? Let me know.
I would like to call out to Manifek and just say, if you see a white tiefling woman, up to you whether you want to fight or not, but we're going to fight immediately on site, so be on the lookout for that.
She kind of nods. Okay, I'll take note of that.
I would like to speak to Nayala.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got a weird dream last night?
I did, actually.
Yeah. Hey, I don't. These. That's weird. I'm worried about these weird space weapons you got.
Uh-huh. I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting us in a negative way.
It's not negative. I'm just worried. I don't like spooky sounds. Weirds me out.
I mean, if you don't want it, I can take it off your hands.
No. Listen. I gotta have my axes, but I'm just telling you, I'm a little worried. That's all. But I do love this axe. It's really nice. Thank you so much.
I understand being worried, definitely, but it seems like it's gonna be fine. We'll just kind of take it as it goes, I guess.
Listen, I get paranoid about things. I get worried. I'm not the most. I get. What's the word? Anxious about things, I guess. Over, like, I don't know the exact word for it, but just like, I get worried about things.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just look out for each other, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, tell me if anything else weird happens. Absolutely.
Will do.
Alright. So, after about a full day's worth of travel, you do manage to reach the end of the 10 trails and get by the Red Run River. But you guys realize if you guys probably want to camp and rest, otherwise you're going to be getting more exhausted, which I feel like Vars and Sorrin, I would assume, would be pushing to camp for the night first.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, as you guys do begin to set up camp, you notice off into the woods a little bit further down south, there's smoke coming from down there as well.
Huh? Smoke coming from the south?
Yeah, it's like campfire smoke.
Huh. Do we wanna check it out?
It might be worth investigating.
Yeah, at least see, make sure it's not Avarice. Seems to be following us around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sounds good.
Alright,
So yeah,
you guys just walk up, or are you gonna try and like sneak your way up?
I think I'd rather get like a view of them before we were really seen to see if it's like people we recognize.
Alright.
So
I'm gonna-
stealth, yes, but
I'm gonna tell the group, hey y'all, I got a plan. And I'm gonna just walk up.
You walk up. So, Roxy, you go through the clearings a bit, and you see a group of people. Regular humans dressed like bundled up in animal furs. As they all kind of stop cooking, and they look at you.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? My name's Roxy. What y'all doing out here?
Roll me a history check, Roxy.
Okay.
You are from Icewind Dale.
I would love to
Roll that history check.
do this. Yeah, I would love to do that with this.
Ooh, okay. So roll history check and then roll your superiority dice. That's 5,
Fuck.
and then roll that d8. Okay.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
At first you're like, what are these weird people doing out here? But then, like, in the flash of brilliance, you realize, oh wait, so we learned about this in class. These are...
My mama taught me that.
Yeah. These are what are referred to as the Reghead Nomads. I'll write that in that so you know how it's spelled. The story goes is that the nomads who live outside of the 10 towns are the original inhabitants of Icewind Dale. And with a 12 in total, I would say, yeah, that's all you would really know. But they all kind of look to you and wave, and one of them, much older, like tall, handsome, older man, kind of looks to you. Hello there, young lady. Are you out here hunting as well, or you don't see?
Nah, I got a thing going on right now. I just, I saw y'all's smoke. See one of the, say hi.
You care to join us for dinner?
Oh, absolutely. I've been meaning. Y'all mind if I cook?
We you know how to cook elk? We'll be fine.
Oh, I know how to cook. I can cook anything.
All right. They welcome you in, Roxy.
Oh, also I am just before. I just want to let y'all know I am traveling with some friends. Y'all mind if they come too?
If they're as kind as you, then certainly.
Cool. I'm gonna go over and grab my friends, and then I'll cook dinner for everybody.
All right. Do the rest of you join the nomads for dinner?
Yes, I join. Is Maverick with us?
Sure. She is sticking by your caravan and your guys' campsite. She gets the invite to you, but she doesn't want to come.
Okay.
All right. Balthazar is going. Is anybody else going?
Okay.
Yep, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. So everybody but Maverick just watches your stuff from the campsite as you guys join. Roxy, roll me your cooking utensils to see how well you cook this elk.
Hell yeah. Wait, what attribute should I use?
Because you're a fighter. Not strength.
Maybe. Yeah.
Not strength. I want to say intelligence, but I feel like that would put you at a disadvantage. Give me a dex. Dex. See how well you're good at like chopping and slicing and like getting this thing like having the elk get the right amount of meat heat before you take it off.
My dex is the same as my intelligence.
Sorry,
Negative
that was
1.
an accident.
Okay, yeah. Balthazar parks the car really well.
I was trying to change up the attribute thing.
Okay, well, if it was already a negative 1, it would have been intelligence, so that's fine. 14, you're good. You cook that elk real well. People kind of come along and, like, they're fascinated to see someone like Sorrin and Correth. Like, they don't really see a lot of elves. You'll also note that all of these nomads, they have a lot of, like, things that look like elk-related, are kind of, like, they're wearing, like, they have elk horns on their back, use elk, chiseled elk horns as, utensils. And you're probably assuming a lot of the clothes they're wearing, the skin is elk-based. Now, as some of the people come up to you, surprised to see a Goliath far away from the main Goliath tribes. But, they welcome you in open arms too and give you some elk as well, as everybody kind of sits around the big campfire. The older gentleman who talked to you, Roxy, name is Jaroon Elkhart, funny enough. So, Jaroon is his first name. It's been a while since we've talked with Jaroon yet. It's been a while since... Yeah.
We got Jaroon here?
Yeah. It has been quite some time since I've spoken with someone who's come from the 10 towns. Yeah, he's kind of addressing all of you. Something tells me that things aren't as well there as they usually are, given the everlasting rhyme.
Nah, it's been a little rough for a lot of people. Not gonna lie. Been rough for everybody, really. Pretty much.
Has it been rough on y'all?
I mean, I'm a little worried about my family. Just like, because it's hard to get wood, especially with me gone. I've been a little worried, but everyone was really supportive about me leaving, so I did go, and I feel like I've made a good decision, especially with saving Rupee and stuff.
That's lovely. I was talking to the nomads, but that's
yeah,
good to know.
So, well, you should also note Jarund here leads the tribe of the Elk. Well,
how is the rhyme to you guys?
Been rough in some ways. Some things out with others. Sometimes some things don't change though. Finding food is a little bit more difficult now, but of course all the creatures that survive off in the winter have been more abundant recently. He looks to you, Sorrin, and you, Correth. Tell me, elves, how long have you been around?
As in, how long have I been alive, or how long have I been in the area?
Alive.
I'm probably pushing well over 500. Maybe.
Dang.
It's a lot older than me. I'm only... I'm about a quarter of a century away from 400.
Oh, you see, I thought you were gonna say you're 25.
No, so he's like...
I spent the majority of my life in the Underdark, however.
Yeah. So, from what I'm getting with that, just to clarify, Sorrin is around 500 and Correth is around 200, 250.
I might have misspoke.
No, I'm sorry, like one...
I like you just don't know how numbers work.
Sorry. It was 100, 150.
No, I thought it was older than that. Like 475 was what I was getting?
Like, 378.
Okay, you're
378 to be exact.
378.
Alright, thank you.
Roughly 378 in 9 months.
He kind of looks and is like, oh, you have been around a while. Not that I was the old one. As he kind of looks, I'm definitely older than you. As he looks to you, Roxy, unless somehow you're over 80 years old.
Nah, I'm only 22.
Let me tell you something. I've been around Icewind Dale for a long time. I've seen people come and go. Some towns get bigger than others, and other towns falling apart. I've had children, and I've lost some children. But I will have to say this. This everlasting rhyme, probably one of the more concerning things I've really faced my time here. I've had to deal with, people coming in, developing on the past me and my tribe travel, to deal with the other tribes of the Reghead nomads. While some are more hostile than others, I still think that this rhyme is in a much more pressing, concerning matter than any of that. But I really don't know if there's anything that can be done about it.
I mean, I think there is something that can be done about it.
He looks to you, Roxy. You look strong, Roxy, but unless you have the power to take on a god, I don't really know if you can really fix it.
Maybe. I don't know.
He kind of laughs at that. Aro's the one imposing this rhyme upon us. Some of the tribe's people decided to worship her because of it. I'm would rather see her gone or defeated, but heaven knows I can't do that. Alright, but enough sad talk. Why don't you tell us some of your stories, you adventurers? Me and my folk would love to hear them. And
I feel like we've been talking a bunch. So
okay, alright, yeah. So to expedite this along, you guys, you talk to them during the night, the things you've done back at Cairn, Easthaven, Goodmead, Targos. And, the tribes folks seem to like you guys, so you guys just continue to talk and then eventually have to go to bed, back to your camp, rest for the night. Jarun bids you both, says good night. Happy to meet you all.
You too.
Good night.
Yeah. He especially.
Hopefully we'll see each other again.
Yeah.
Can I roll an insight check on him?
Sure. Were you gonna say something, Cam?
No, I know.
Alright. Well, he does go up to his quote-unquote elders and gives Sorrin and Correth a polite bow as you guys head back to your camp.
I'll bow back.
Alright.
I do not.
I just look at Correth. What is up with you and not bowing at people? I don't understand. It's like everywhere we go.
Is that like a thing? Like,
It's like a sign of respect.
Oh.
Like he came up and he respected us because we're old.
Next time. I got it next time.
Do you? Because you failed every other time.
We'll see what happens.
Alright.
Okay.
Remind me.
And then
Remind me.
He's so fucking cute. Is it bad that I'm like already starting to have a headcanon that they're just gay? I love both of them so much. They have a such cute little thing going on. I'm
Thor
like,
has practiced many love in the inner dark.
it's cute.
alright, that's up for them to decide. I'm not gonna really push things one way or the other right now, but
Absolutely not.
Roxy, you said you want to do insight?
I'd love to do this again.
Alright, spend another one of your dice. So insight check, D8.
Nice.
5, 19.
Nice.
Alright, so you don't really know much about the nomads, but you can tell Jarun is a very kind of like non-hostile kind one who can get along with people outside of his tribe. Definitely respects, the age seniority status, hence why he was giving, Correth and Sorrin, like kind of the respectful treatment. But he does seem to like you guys. Is there anything in particular else you want to try and discern?
No, I was just seeing like if anything shady going. But it seems nice.
And nothing shitty. If anything, he's just more concerned about the state of Icewind Dale, but he doesn't really seem like he isn't really capable of handling it right now. So kind of one of those things where it's kind of like, oh man, everything sucks, but I can't do anything about it. So we've all had that feeling, I'm assuming.
Hell yeah.
All right, and you guys rest for the night. I do need people to do watch, so generally it's 4 people who have to kind of keep up at it.
I'll do watch.
I'll also volunteer to do one of the watches, considering I only need actually, no. We're only getting 1 trance relieve the...
Yes, you only need 1 trance to get rid of your...
Okay, yeah, so I'll take one of the watches, like after Roxy or something.
I shall take a watch as well.
I'll take a watch at some point.
Okay, Nayala and Vars, you guys just have a nice sleep for the night. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's do Roxy, Balthazar, then Correth and Sorrin.
Sounds good.
Alright, so Roxy, you first. Perception check.
Ooh.
18. Alright. It's cold out. Got the fire with you. Don't notice anything really of concern. All
Cool.
good. Now Balthazar.
Sorry.
6.
Doing great.
When you camped out with Garret, because he was an experienced camper, he had everything set up perfectly, so you felt warm the whole time. This is very much you're learning it. You guys are just starting to learn this, so you're more concerned about just staying by the fire, keeping warm, as you know, you're resting for the night. Alright, let's do Correth next. 15. With a 15, Correth, you notice, you know, very dark out, but you have dark vision. The night sky looks kind of nice. You swear you see maybe like a rabbit or two kind of hopping out, you know, somewhere out in the snow, but that's really about it. And assuming Correth is all good, we'll do Sorrin. Sorrin, with an 18. You notice as you look to, you look around, you hear the sounds of like something like that, and your ears perk up, wondering maybe something's nearby. But then you look and you see that the noise is coming from Manifek, who is, you know, maybe she has some sleep issues, breathing or whatever, but you're not too sure. But other than that, everything's all good.
Stop making me paranoid, Avon. Jeez.
If I'm the DM, that's what I gotta do.
I love it. I fucking love it, though. Ooh, I love it.
Alright, so for my two exhausted people of Vars and Sorrin, you're no longer exhausted.
Hell yeah.
And then Nayala, Roxy.
Oh, baby.
Once again, as you guys sleep, beep 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 beep, and that same guttural.
Can I say something in my dream?
I mean, you can say something.
Hey, howdy?
He just continues on the beep 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 and the.
Do y'all make any other noises? Like
you continue to try and talk during the rest of your rest, but it just it's. Since this is the second time, both of you roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Oh, just intelligence. Damn it.
Hey!
Good job, Nayala.
14. Okay. Roxy, you're trying to kind of really figure this out, talk to it, but you don't get anything. Now, as you're just kind of like silent and just resting and dealing with this, you notice two things. One, it seems like the beeping and the guttural sound you hear, it repeats itself. Like the beeps and the guttural sound, it's kind of like it's on a loop essentially.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, you're actually fucking creeping me out, dog.
Yeah. The other thing you know, Nayala, is that this language. Wait, first of all, Nayala, read off the list to me of languages you know again.
I know. Common, giant. Hold on.
All right.
Undercommon and dwarven.
Okay. You would know from your languages then, because you got a nat 22, that. Oh, sorry. There we go. It does. This language, while you don't understand it, it does seem a little bit similar to maybe one you've heard before. Most likely, you know it's not giant or common, so you know pick your poison from the other two. Alright. And with that, we'll go back to you guys awaken. All of you have a nice sleep.
I'm gonna be like, what is that? As I wake up. Just frustrated, angry, upset at not being able to understand.
Alright. Manifek kind of looks to you all as, he's like, shall we get a move on?
Yeah.
Sure, yep.
I guess so.
Alright. So, you guys begin to pack things up. You will all notice that, the tribe of the Elk Nomads, are gone. They definitely got up and left before you all.
They dipped.
Yeah. Alright. Then you guys begin to make your way across the Red Run River. And if anybody wants to talk to anyone wants to do any RP right now, let me know, or I'll just jump to the next scene.
Last night, when This is in character.
Yeah.
Talking to anyone else on the cart. Last night when Jarun said Arl is the one behind the rhyme, do you guys think that was just some nomad, like, to a god, thinking that a god is doing it? Or do you think, like, he actually, like, there's something behind more than just belief?
I mean, it seems that we go, they believe that it was a god's doing, a god curse.
I didn't like how he said, to Roxy that you'd have to beat a god to, cure the rhyme as well.
Well, I guess it also depends on why they did it in the first place. Like, is it actually a curse? To them, at least.
Someone
like,
could have possibly, like, forced Arl into doing the rhyme, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will point out, Roxy, since you're especially a 10 Towns native, like, it's like majority opinion, people believe, like, this is Arl's doing, hence why people do those sacrifice stuff with, you know, fish, warmth, or even people sometimes to try and quote-unquote appease her.
Could you tell me a bit more about Arl?
Roll me a religion check.
Religion, you said. Alright.
You know,
I can't do anything for religion.
Yeah,
if
like,
you said history.
Yeah, no. Sorry, this is...
Specifically, you're asking about a god.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
No,
that's it.
You didn't really pay much attention to that in class. You barely pay attention to the history lesson.
But no, I have proficiency in history. Shut up, Avon.
No, I meant the superior. I was referring to your roll with the superiority dice earlier, but...
That's true. That's fair.
Alright. So, you guys sit on that as you make your way to Karkolohk, and by the afternoon, you approach kind of like essentially the cliff sides of this area, as a matter of fact leads you down towards a more narrow path, and then at one point it gets a bit too narrow for your caravan. She looks to you all. You'll have to leave that behind. No one ever comes out here, so it should be fine. Follow me to rest on foot. We're almost there to the fort.
Would I be able to ride
Yes, you can ride next to the... Or not next to, you can ride... She doesn't know... I don't even know if you told her the name or not, but you can ride your axe beak to the fort as well.
I put it in park.
Beep.
Alright.
I back into some nearby crevice, like in the wall, and just... Can we, like, hide it? Is that necessary?
I mean... I don't think anybody...
This may be fun.
I don't think anybody would come for it, but
Alright.
I'm gonna certainly try.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Piglet, for the host. Alright, how would you... Roll me another land vehicles check as you try and, like, put it somewhere off towards the sides of this kind of mountainside where nobody will see it.
Strength or dexterity?
No, land vehicles, because you're literally trying to move this and maneuver it.
It asked me what attribute.
Oh.
I don't really know how to not do that.
Strength. Oh yeah, you hide off on the cliffside. Who knows? Like you literally push it up a certain area where like no one's gonna get to it.
Alright, cool.
Alright. And now let's change the scene. Alright, by the way, I'm gonna just point this out right now. This next map was a real pain to figure out, so if it acts weird or funky to you guys, like, I'm sorry, but like, it was just a bit annoying.
Alright.
Hey, that's how it is.
Yeah. First of all, can you see the map?
Nope.
Right now it's all black for me.
See black.
God damn it, that's already bad. Sorry.
It's already being mean.
This is why usually I should ask people to check it before. Alright, I know what to do. Give me one moment. I have to reset something.
No problem.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can still hear you guys.
Alright. Reveal area. Wait, reset that. Alright, cool.
Ooh, I can see a bit.
Yeah, this actually, you were actually able to see the whole thing, is the idea.
Oh. There we are.
Yeah. You guys make your way towards this area as you see these watchtowers with like goblins kind of up on them. They pull out their bows for a moment, but then they see Manifect leading you guys and like they all stop. As
I kind of wave.
Alright. As you move further ahead, Manifect gets off her work as you see another warg and another goblin kind of up above. You also notice this big-ass gate here. The fiery brazier casts its flickering lights on the 30-foot-high spiked ramparts that frame the main gate. 4 goblins peer down from these ramparts, 2 per side. The gate is 20 feet tall and fashioned out of cross-hatched pieces of wood that have been lashed together. A heavy chain and padlock seals the gate. Let me know when Craig's back.
Just got back.
Okay.
Nice.
As you guys come up, goblin riding a warg looks to you all. I don't think anybody here speaks goblin, so...
No, sir.
Barrow would.
Yeah, but you're not Barrow.
I'm not Barrow.
Yeah.
I know Barrow's stats like fucking the back of my hand.
Yeah. As the two of them kind of converse, and then this one, the other one here, looking to you, the rest of you, speaks in common. You are the negotiators, correct?
That we are.
Negotiators, does this, as he points to Rocky, does this one speak for you all?
Do I?
Often.
Okay, I guess I do.
Not always, but often.
I see. Well, welcome, negotiators.
What's everyone's charisma? I'm so curious.
+3.
18.
0.
+2.
8 minus 1.
Well, the charisma spellcaster probably has the highest charisma out of all.
Yeah, I'm at a +4.
Yeah, I would assume.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, it's fine. I got this.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I got stuff.
All right. Well, as he looks at you, well, welcome, negotiators, to Karkolohk. As he snaps his fingers,
Oh boy.
and the gates open up as the goblins, they pull out these banners on the ones on the gates with their wolves. This shitty ass kind of writing of like, "Welcome, negotiators," but it's all very crudely spelled. This one, my name is Snubsuck. I'm the second command to Chief Yarbnock. You've already met Manifek. Fortunately, the two of us are really the only ones who know any common, but the boys here are happy to welcome you in.
Oh, well, y'all tried your best. Thank you so much.
This is delightful. I gotta say, this is a delight.
Yeah. Manifek, let's park the wargs. Let them go eat some food as we give these guys the tour before the meeting with the chief. As Manifek's like, alright. So you guys follow them through the gates?
Absolutely.
Yep.
As well.
Nayala? Correth?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Apologies if the map is like really weird to move around, like I said, because it's just how it is.
That's not
It's so tiny.
so very tiny.
Yeah, no, this
So
map...
like, there's still little 5-foot squares, right?
Yeah,
like
they're
these
all,
little-
yeah, they're all 5 foot. There's like big squares, but I had to change that because the issue with the big squares was that it would only put you like right here.
Yeah.
So I had to make them tiny squares, but it works out fine for all this. Are you joining them, Vars?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. As you guys walk in, you see these 2 rickety wooden bridges that loom over the area, heights of 30 and 50 feet respectively. But the higher bridge is missing a large section of its middle, and the whole structure doesn't really look the safest. You also notice that there are these iron cages that kind of hang out about here.
What's with the bridge there?
Oh, we've been meaning to fix that. Just another way for us to get across.
Well, what happened to it?
I mean, it fell apart due to the elements, unfortunately. We'll need more wood. As for the cages, this is where we keep our prisoners. People who come here to try and cause trouble. As you all definitely notice in one of these cages is a human skeleton.
I mean, he shouldn't have been causing trouble.
I mean, he killed one of our own, so we put him in there for his timeout. I guess we kind of...
Sounds like a long time out.
I have a question.
Yes, Goliath?
No, I have a question out of character.
Oh, what is it? I'm Jen.
So goblins are small, right?
Yes.
So it's like everything small?
Not in some ways yes, in other ways no. Like, the bridges and stuff are definitely designed for a person like you. But, you'll notice soon what I mean by, like, maybe everything won't fit you, but... Yeah, you and Balthazar are like, you like tower over these people. And
so
then,
they won't hit their head walking under the bridge, then?
No, the bridge is at least 30 feet up, so last time I checked, Nayala was not 30 feet.
No.
That's fair.
Alright. Oh, and then, as you guys continue to move forward up ahead into the courtyard. Oh, and... Oh, here we go. This will be... Kids, come on out here. Show them what you've been working on. As you see these 3 goblin kids come up to what appears to be this...
Children.
Yeah. As you watch as this strange metal thing comes up, it looks hostile for a moment, but then it kind of waves its hand like, you know, kind of pulley. All of you roll me perception checks.
Alright.
Can I wave back at it?
Yes, you can.
Damn, Vars, this is a good roll for you.
Yeah.
Balthazar, you want to roll perception too?
I did.
Oh, you're the first one, I'm sorry. Alright,
Yes.
everybody but Correth and Nayala, you notice that these kids are using these pulleys of strings to move this metal man around.
Okay.
As for Nayala and Correth, you especially think, oh my god, they have a fucking, like, construct with them. But,
I'm just clapping.
yeah.
Hell yeah. We're just supportive. We're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna clap as well.
Yes, as Snuffs kind of brings up, that is our metal man. We wish he could move on his own, but luckily we devised a way to pull him and move him up about.
Did you find him somewhere?
Oh yes, we did. We found him like one day. Our party was out scouting for, as he kind of like awkwardly, kind of like a little bit embarrassed to say, you know the usual rates. You know, someone tripped through the snow and they saw his foot sticking out. So we dug him up from there, but we haven't been able to get him to move ever since.
Neat.
Yeah, and I think none of you would, I think, have any idea about origins and stuff for this, so we're gonna move on. All right,
Does it look like a man armor? I'm sorry.
No. It looks like a legit metal man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to
So
know.
like a warforge?
Not exactly a warforge. Like I said, I don't think any of you would like have any from what I know of your backstories. Any of you have any history on stuff like this, so that's why no rolls for you.
Fair enough.
All right. Snubsub looks you up. All right. So, what do you want to see first? Visit some lovely goblin homes, or perhaps go and see the healers' huts?
Honestly, I'd love to see the huts. I'd love to see where y'all live.
Well, you said you spoke for the party, so follow me, negotiator. All right. So they all walk. They have to go under the bridge, but yeah. So on a wide snow-covered shelf, 6 conical tents fashioned from animal skins and bark, draped over wood frames, are arranged in a circle around a burning brazier. Wait, Vars, are you staying behind?
No, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta be out. You're on an important mission here, Vars. If I see you off somewhere else, I'm going to assume you're snooping.
Slacking off.
Yeah. Mana effect here, as he kind of taps around the back, is our head healer. As for the rest of them, as they all kind of come out and like wave high, these fine goblins here make sure to keep everybody healthy when they get sick, and of course we have the goats as well too for milk. As you
goats,
yeah, as they bring out their mountain goats. Wave,
babies.
Wave high, everybody! Like he says something in Goblin, and they all start waving.
I wave back.
Yeah. And then over here, as he points out to this far freaking bridge, that's 20-foot wooden walkway that clings to the edge of the precipice. That right there is our Walk of Doom. Whenever you break the rules, or deserve to be exiled or banished, we send you on a Walk of Doom. You
understood.
Sorrin, you would know, given the location, like you're in mountaintops, like you walked off something like that, it fucking hurt. Like you'd be falling off a mountainside.
Yeah, definitely. And can I make a real quick insight check on this guy's entire vibe?
Sure. Roll me insight on Snubsuck. I'll actually type something out in the chat so you know how to spell it. 20. Alright, and then you make one roll. Okay, you can very easily read him. He doesn't seem like hostile as in like, I'm gonna get you. There's definitely an element of, he is putting up somewhat of an act of like, haha, ha-hee, But, yeah, not like as in, yeah, so with a 20, definitely with hero, like not backstabbing, more like, think of like a clown who has to entertain kids.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright then, so now that you've seen our healer's huts and our Walk of Doom, boys, as these two kind of come up with their wolves, drop the ladder down so they can go see some lovely goblin homes. And they proceed to drop a ladder down for you all to climb up. Do you all follow?
Yes, I climb.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Mana effect at this point goes off. Since she is the main healer, it's gonna head back to talk with her people.
Thank you, Manifect. It was lovely traveling with you.
She says, alright. And she kind of walks back. So,
I'd like to ask Snubsuck here, how has the rhyme been for y'all out here? I'm really curious to see like
he looks at you as well. Let's just say that's what you're gonna talk to Chief Yardnock about, especially well, I know the only thing me and my family's had to eat in the past few days is some nice grass stew. We thought about eating the goats, but then we wouldn't have milk for the children. Overall, it's been a pretty mixed bag, though, negotiator. And then he kind of looks and is like, well, anyways, let's show you around to the homes.
I mean, I really do want to help y'all out. I hope we can get something working.
As he looks,
I really do.
As he looks back to you, I hope so too, negotiator. We pretty desperately need it. All right. And then
Avon, I love the music choices.
No, thank you. So, as you guys come up ahead to these homes, so these ramshackle huts that cling to this rock face, the rope ladders swaying with every gust of wind. Nayala, when I said you're gonna definitely notice when like things are not made for you. This is
The
like
houses?
they're like the huts and the houses are a clear example of you'd have to like crouch to get in here. All right, everybody. As the kids kind of like people start sticking their heads out, wave hi to the negotiators. They're here to talk to us about peace and other things. As they all kind of start waving, as some kid like what's this? It's like the children are about to sing you all a song. As they all come up and start as they don't know common, so they're singing in Goblin and like yeah. It was like not the best.
Like just the language nobody understands.
Well, the goblins understand it. As when they finish, Snubsuck just goes. Oh, beautiful.
Is it like? Is it even in a different language? Is the singing good, or is it like fully not even a song? Is it just kind of streaking?
No. It was an actual song, but it's a language you don't understand, so it sounds like gibberish to you. And overall,
was the song good?
And it was also a bunch of children, right?
Yeah, children aren't the best of singers.
I'll roll. Okay, I literally just rolled like performance check, and I straight up rolled a nat 1. It was already pretty awful, but even Snubsuck's like.
Yeah.
They did good, didn't they?
Yeah, they're kids. Like, come on.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
they're children.
Honestly, they sang at the same time, so it's pretty good.
So it's at this point that I would like to just my character's going to rest their palm on the pommel of their sword.
All right.
Just as for one.
Okay. So. All right then. I'm gonna go see if Chief Yarbnock is ready for the meeting. Do you feel free to explore, talk to the local residents? And unfortunately, only me, Manafek, and Yarbnock are the only ones who know how to speak Common. But do your best. All right. So he leaves to go get see if things are ready for your dinner. You guys are free to kind of move about a bit if you want. Maybe interact with some residents.
Can I kind of look around and see, like, how they look?
Alright, perception check. 9.
It's not.
Seems like the goblins, at least in the houses, aren't really doing their best to look out at you. From what you've seen, though, like, their houses are kind of made of wood and straw. Like, if anything, you're actually very surprised about like how well built this structure, like this whole fort is, though. If anything, like you would have assumed it would just be like just 4 walls slapped together, but yeah, but you don't really get a good peek of them, though.
I would like to pull Balthazar and Nayala aside.
All right,
and just say. I wouldn't put it past these goblins, if they're as hungry as was let on, that we might not be the next course. And since you two are the bigger ones, you might want to have your wits about you.
It's an interesting theory.
I've been thinking a similar thing since the banner. The banner was very strange to me, but I'm hoping that they mean well.
One can only hope.
Yes.
All right, Roxy,
Roxy,
Correth, Sorrin, you guys doing anything else?
No.
I'm just gonna go look down off the cliff.
All right.
Oh, actually, I do want to do that too. I want to see how high up we are.
It is a very long drop. If Correth, roll me I'll say Correth, Sorrin, and Balthazar, roll me perception checks. See if you can like put a number to this.
Oof.
Sorrin and Correth, it's a long drop. Balthazar is definitely at least over 100-foot drop, if anything, probably more.
All right.
I'd like to go investigate Metalman if I can.
All right, you can walk over there.
I kind of want to look off the Walk of Doom.
All right. I mean, you certainly can. Nobody seems to be like the golems. If anything, Vars, when you get close to them, they kind of all back away.
I'd just like to investigate if I can.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
Sure.
3. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Right.
You notice that this thing is being held like the metal man itself is like all in one piece, but it can't move. So there's like a bunch of pulleys and strings in the back here that seem to be moving it. But that's all you really can figure out.
Okay. Is it suspended off the side, or is it firmly on this one little square?
Kinda. It's it's tied up so its back is against the wall here and like laying out like right by this like cage though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I guess I would say it's probably suspended rather than just standing up.
Got it.
Okay. Sorrin and Correth, as you come across the Walk of Doom, you notice not only is there just like the bridge, but there's like skulls and spikes and like also another very long drop kind of right here. You can both roll me perception.
Your plan is to walk off this?
No, I just wanted to look.
Oh.
Both of you can roll me perception checks. 16. 13. Correth, you notice, you know, in these like spikes, seems to be mostly kind of like goblin, you know, skeletons rather than like human or other weird creature skeletons.
In Elvish, I'll say, not that it matters, they can't speak common anyway, but I'll still say in Elvish, you know, it makes me wonder if, are they having people walk off the Walk of Doom, or if they are just eating them and then putting their bones here to make us think that there's like a, you know, some type of situation.
With the goblin heads, in Elvish as well. With the goblin heads, with them starving the way they say they are, you have to wonder about the possibility of eating their own as well.
Oh, so I'll look at him in Elvish and I say, oh, so basically what I was alluding to just now.
I just wanted to put it in big terms, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna look down at one of the skulls and like pick one up.
Roll me a dex check.
Oh. Straight dexterity?
Yeah, because you're essentially kind of like peering off the cliffside to try and grab one.
Oh, I thought they were just hanging around like here.
No. There's some up on spikes over on this edge though, and then there's all the ones like all the way at the bottom.
I'll just intensely stare at one from right here, and just try to make out any type of like, or marks of cannibalism if I can.
I mean, even with your 13 already, like, I don't know if you know a way to differentiate someone gnawing on a bone, but you don't see something like that.
Well, I just look back at Correth and shrug.
Oh,
well, they better not try to come eat us. That's all I gotta say.
We're pretty thin. I don't think they would try to eat us.
Alright.
Yeah, true. Right.
So, at this point, Snupsuck comes back. He runs into Vars and Balthazar first. Oh yes, happy to see you both. Two people will escort you into Chief Argonauts' private dining room, so you guys can get started. Where's the rest of your party?
They went about to go look at different things. I believe some of them are down by where Manifect went.
All right, I will go get them. Please wait over there as pick them up.
Sure. I'll just go over here, but I'm gonna be waiting outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'm not leaving Vars' side this whole time.
Okay. Correth, Sorrin, as you guys are like staring at the edge, Snupsuck does come back. Oh, good to see you both. Chief Yarbnock is ready to meet you for dinner.
Cool.
Alright.
So, as he kind of points up to where the rest of them are, do head over there and wait for the rest of your compatriots, and then I'll let you all in.
Sounds good.
Alright. Roxy, now, were you two doing anything before? I'm gonna cut this short.
I don't think so.
No.
Alright. So, Snupsuck also informs, yes, to the head negotiator and her large compatriot, as he recognizes just how tall you are. Chief Yarbnock is ready to meet with you all.
Nayala is so big. Oh, that sounds great.
Alright. Follow me as he leads you to the main area. Alright, as the goblin's kind of like, as he speaks to them in Goblin, please wait in the foyer and Chief Yarbnock will let you into his dining room when everything's ready to go.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. So you guys can
Where's
go.
the foyer? Yeah.
Foyer is right here.
Alright.
So you know how to step on in. Nupsa goes ahead to just make sure everything's ready.
So, yeah. Oh. Listen, okay, I want to do something. Let me do something.
No, you can do it. You can do it. I'm not stopping you.
Cool. Because my paranoia is getting to me, so I'm gonna say Roxy's paranoia is getting to her. I'm gonna look around for traps.
Alright, roll me an investigation check.
And I would absolutely just love to use this.
Alright, so you can do that.
Boop. Ooh.
Oh, you're definitely gonna need that.
Ah, shit.
With an 8, you know, it's a bit cramped in here. You already noticed Balthazar and Nayala are already, like, kind of bending down to, like, be in here. You open, like, one door and there's just some cots laid out and that's really all you see.
Okay. Hey, it's good enough for Roxy.
Alright. As, you guys all kind of, like, as Roxy just kind of, like, squeezing around trying to look. I just want to read something, so make sure. Stuff just like comes out. Oh, you are all in for a treat. Chief Yarbnock has got some reindeer recently, and it has all set up and ready for you. Now, would you all please follow me into the dining room?
Oh, all right.
Okay.
If the chief has a reindeer, why aren't they sharing it with you? With y'all?
I know, he says, well, it's one of the few ones we have left, and we need to make you all something good for given the negotiations and whatnot.
I mean, listen. I don't feel comfortable eating when y'all are starving and such. I just don't feel
Snubsuck looks
comfortable about that.
Head negotiator, please just go in and have dinner with the chief.
Alright.
Alright. I'm gonna wait for MJ to get back.
I want to be in the front all the time, by the way.
Okay, I want MJ to be back before I move on
I
to the
should
next
be in
one.
the front as well.
Yes. I want to be there to shield people if need be.
Alright, when MJ gets back, we'll get started again.
Word.
Hope
I
you're
hate
all
this music.
Yeah, it got so scary, so I feel like we're just waiting here for
Terrifying. I feel so unsettled this episode. It's wild.
So what are the odds that metal thing out there is actually like alive?
out of character, 100%.
Oh yeah, fucking 100% chance.
I mean, Vars did investigate it.
I did investigate it, and thank you, Invisible Voice in the Sky. And it looked normal. It didn't look alive to me, so probably fine.
Well, they don't look
Yeah.
alive. That's the thing.
It says the man who rolled a 3 on that check.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I was about
They're
to say.
good at not.
Voice doesn't know he rolled a 3, though.
They're real
That's
good
what
at
his
not.
he rolled a nat 20.
All
That's
right.
their whole gist constructs. They're real good at not looking alive.
Until suddenly they're looking alive and hurting you.
They're looking real alive.
Is our everyone's favorite MJ and Mercer back?
Everyone's favorite. Bum 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 bum.
Does not sound like.
Yeah, no, I feel like I would know if she was back, and that's not it.
Mhm.
Is this the chief's room? This room right here?
Well, you don't know exactly. You're not exactly
We were-
sure.
Yeah, okay.
You know, in here, like you saw goblins stationed out here, but you're in the dining room right now.
Okay.
Is there like plates and table?
So I was gonna give you the full scene once MJ
I
got
got
back.
I'm back.
Okay, so
Sweet.
you all walk in. There's no like table, but there's like a nice, like, I guess rug, if you were to call it, laid out with some like plates made of bone with some what appears to be some burnt reindeer on it. As you notice, a Snubsuck kind of steps to the side and is like, "May I introduce Chief Yarbnock of Fort Karkolohk." Let me just change. Sitting at the edge is this person. As the chief raises his hand, says something in Goblin, and then Snubsuck says something else in Goblin, bows his head, and walks out. As the Goblin, quote unquote, looks to you all. "Well, how about... wait, why is it so..." He's like, the fucking ambience then, as he kind of snaps his fingers a bit. All of you roll me investigation checks, first of all.
Alright.
I shared this with you, right?
Now I get a good roll. Fucking.
Okay. Roxy, Nayala.
Mm-hmm.
You look at this goblin, and you realize there's like a magical kind of like thing surrounding him. And then when you try and when you're able to discern it and look past it, this looks like a man dressed up like a goblin.
Yeah.
For everybody else, something is kind of off about this chief, but you can't really put it into words exactly just yet.
This goblin is small still, right? Yeah.
I'll say 118. Yeah, you know this isn't the goblin. This isn't a human eater. This is like, if you're short races, which one do you think it is, Nayala?
Dwarf or a halfling? Probably.
Or not.
I don't know how small goblins are.
They're like kind of mediums. Well, not short and medium size.
There's also gnomes. Can't forget gnomes.
Oh yeah. Gnomes. We haven't seen any.
Well, you haven't seen any. Some of the other members of your party have.
Mm.
Well, is something wrong?
We're all just like looking at him.
Yeah.
So negotiation.
I'm eating.
I mean, are we
Do
aware
we have to do this?
Uh,
I mean, like...
Oh, okay, good. You can see through this shit. All right. I was actually concerned. They sent they sent diplomats who can't even see through a simple silent image. As he drops it, and you all see the actual image I shared with you of gnome dressed as goblin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what's going on?
What the hell?
Well, it's a long story, but first, as he kind of he grabs a piece of reindeer meat and he unhinges the metal jaw thing he has for teeth, and as he kind of starts taking a bite. Name's Spellix Romwood, but first they all call me Chief Yarbnock because of these purdies right here, as he points to his fake teeth that he has kind of set up for. And I got a bit of a problem, as you can clearly tell.
Yeah.
Like the problem with the goblins, or like you specifically because you're here and you shouldn't be?
Well, I guess that's also a problem too, but let me just say, you ever do that thing where you tell one lie and you think, oh, it's a harmless lie, no big deal. Then you gotta tell another lie to cover it up, and then it just kind of gets bigger and bigger, and then suddenly you find yourselves the leaders of goblins who are currently starving and about to go all unleash all hell.
Yeah.
Oh, you have. You have.
What have you done to, have you done anything to try and help them?
Okay, look, I've been trying. All right, you want the full story? Or you want the abridged story?
Give me the full story. I want to hear this.
All right, and hey, make sure you eat your reindeer too. You know.
I'm not eating that right now.
Okay, so about 2 years ago, I was
Roxy's also crossing her arms and looking disapprovingly at this man.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, I was a part of a traveling circus, and we were heading up to 10 towns to do a performance when the goblins ambushed me and my troupe. Of course, me, unfortunately, I was just stuck as, lonely. I was clown number 2 in the troupe, so I wasn't really too happy about it. And, well, goblins came, attacked us, killed a fair number of us. I hid in a box during this whole time, filled with a bunch of, some of the metals and stuff we would use for the performance, rings and whatnot. And in order to survive, I had to don this disguise here, as he kind of like, it's like he touches like where his goblin ears would be, but they're clearly made of like not paper mache, but like metal. And luckily, I knew a bit of goblin from previous experiences, so I came out. They did not eat me once I left the box. In fact, if anything, they were kind of cool. But of course, they dragged us all the way up this mountaintop, though, so I couldn't really just leave without dying to the elements. So I stayed with them for a bit, waiting, for my chance maybe to, like, ride one of the wargs or wolves, out. But, funny enough, these people are actually pretty chill. Saw me as one of their own, because, I look and speak as one of their own. And, helped them out with a few things as well, too. How to build a proper house and, milk a goat. Of course, the rest of the troop, all died, which, and then again, fuck them, they were kind of assholes too. But anyways, eventually, they started taking liking to me more. The previous chief definitely liked me. It's a shame what happened to him, though. Poor man,
what happened to the previous chief?
He accidentally slipped off the mountaintop and fell to his death.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't be, like, peering off the edge too much. But I don't know why I like doing it. So, they all saw me as, the next leader. And I decided, sure, I'll take the job. These goblins seem to like me and I like them. And I decided to kind of revolutionize the whole, raiding party stuff, get people organized, get an actual fort built. Homes and, healing huts. And, soon enough, we had Fort Karkolohk fully up and running. And of course, the raids, oh, they were beautiful. We got so much from those dumbass 10-towners. And then he starts laughing when he looks at you and he's like, oh. But, then the everlasting Rhine came about. Caravans aren't really traveling anymore, and I send goblin raids into an actual 10-town, they all get killed. And, people are getting hungry and desperate. Already I had to deal with one mutiny of, people trying to go after, the goats. We couldn't have that, because if we didn't have any milk, then we'd be truly fucked. They all think, oh, we'll eat the goats for right now, and, we'll be fine. Next thing you know is you eat the goats, and then all of our meat is gone. Then you're gonna start eating the wolves, the wargs. Never-ending cycle. So, after dealing with that recent mutiny, I kind of realized, something had to be done, so... Luckily, of course, the only two goblins here that actually know common are Manifek and Snupsuck. So I had Manifek, go to 10 towns, start some negotiations, and, here you are now. So, yeah, that's kind of the whole thing, and look, let's be honest, I hope you liked everything we set up. You know how hard it was to train everybody to, get those banners made, make all the homes look nice, getting the kids to sing. Oh man, getting those kids to sing, teaching them that song was such a pain. But yeah, just singing about how much they love diplomats and negotiators, though, too. I'm assuming I got across to y'all?
I mean...
they sang.
I don't really care about all that. I'm just like... I'm here to help out,
Okay.
And
Alright, you're good. You're good to help out. That's exactly what I want to hear. You know, because, you know, if we make people happy, then no gnomes have to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, a bunch of friendly folks here don't have to die either.
That's true. That's true.
Nice and fed.
Oh, see? This is why Substack told me you were the head negotiator, and now I can see why. Alright. So, are we forgiven? You know, has, I don't know who's leading Bryn Shander or whatever they call it these days, but, you know, everything's all good, you know, like, they'll send the food and, everything will be easy peasy?
I think so.
Roxy,
I mean, like,
Roxy,
the thing is, they want peace too, so I think we're good.
Roxy,
honestly.
you know that is not the case. Or actually, no, you were talking to Man Effect when Duvessa was telling me this, so, the other 5 of you know that, the 10 Towners will not really accept peace with the Goblins given all of the shit they've done to them the past 2 years. Unless the Goblins offer something else in return of, like, something of value that makes this worthwhile. Especially also, too, because in the 10 Towns, there is somewhat of a rising food crisis given the fact that, once, like, the lakes have almost all frozen up, and once fishing is essentially kind of gone as a way to eat, things are gonna get real bad. And this ride
what about
the Cauldron of Plenty is... There's only one Cauldron of Plenty, it only has so much food, and currently the town of Easthaven is using it. And Balthazar also knows specifically about that. The reason why, by Easthaven having the Cauldron of Plenty, they can send their food to Cairn and Vars so that Balthazar's, you know, young lad friend he befriended in Cairn and Vars can eat. So, I'll have someone else, you know, be the bearer of bad news and tell Roxy that, not gonna be easy.
While Roxy's talking, I'll be like, actually, unfortunately, the 10 Towns are not, or Bryn Shander specifically, is not particularly willing to trade food with you unless there isn't a trade that makes it worth their while.
Their while?
Really?
I guess that makes sense. You do one.
They're not exactly doing well with food either, you know. Like everyone's struggling.
It's just.
Yeah, this is true. This is the first time hearing of this.
I mean, Roxy, you know, there's a whole issue because of the everlasting rhyme.
Yes, I know the issue.
Yeah, it's like, god damn it, this fucking everlasting rhyme. It's everything a pain. Well, you all saw Fort Karkolohk. What do you think is worth the value here that people would be willing to part? Do you think people would want?
I'll pitch in. What's the real story about this dude? This metal guy out there?
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the parties one day when they're out hunting tripped over it. It was buried in the snow, and they brought it back. Of course, that was such a pain to bring back too. We had to lug that thing up. It doesn't even work. It's just literally a hunk of metal. I think it's like, I tried inspecting it one time. I think it's like missing like a part or something. If I could get that part, maybe I could get it to work.
I want to try something.
What is it?
I know it's a bad idea. I know it's a fucking terrible idea, but I want to try something.
What is it?
I feel like Roxy wouldn't do this, and I hate it. But like, I wanted to try something. Never mind. Roxy wouldn't do this.
Okay. Now, were you gonna say something?
Anyway. Yeah. Have you guys tried hunting? I mean, there's obviously game in the area.
There is game, but the game is slowly running out. And then the other issue is, last time we sent a hunting party out, we ran into nomads, and the Regan nomads aren't really the biggest fans of us. I mean, some of them are chill, but they're of the 4 tribes. I know like 2 of them are chill, and then 2 of them are kind of assholes. I think we ran into one of the asshole ones last time.
Well, to be fair, you're a group of goblins that is known for raiding, so...
Hey, man, you know, like, I understand, you know, we have a history, and, shit. Something about. I mean, what did you
possibly like goat milk? I don't really know what would be a value of caravanning for food.
I don't know if the goat milk will be enough. Plus, we need that milk to have our children to drink. If we're shipping that off, let's just say there's gonna be some angry goblins on my hand then.
What about the What about like? I mean, like this isn't like a permanent thing. Just like maybe like some of the healers could help out and stuff. Like help out healing some sick there. Just like, do like that. Show us like yo, hey, we're willing to help.
I mean,
we're sorry.
Roxy, you would know, Roxy, that there's no shortage of like doctors in the 10 towns. It's still kind of like food and supplies, if anything. Spellix brings up. See, now if we were having if peace treaties were signed, that would be a thing we'd be doing. But if I just send all the healers out too, no one's gonna be around to heal us.
True.
And then, oh wait, okay. There is one other thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe worthwhile as he kind of steps into this room, which you just as he comes pulling out this metal egg-shaped crate, and he kind of just sticks it right here. I'm mark it as an X. Not okay. Sure, actually, this square works.
That works.
All right. So this bad boy here was found about a few days ago.
Can I? Sorry.
Yeah.
When he pulls it out, can I start ritual casting detect match?
Oh yes.
Okay.
When so from what I was told by one of the party that went out when they grabbed this thing, it was Manifect who actually told me this. There was like this weird like thing in the sky shining, and then it came down, and then this thing just kind of fell from the sky. Now I didn't really know what to believe of it, but when I investigated this metal, as he kind of rubs it, I know this bad boy here definitely has something special inside. As Roxy, Nayala, you would also kind of note similar metal to your smart weapons.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's not a. I mean, like that's a pretty good thing of value. Like, yeah. I think that's pretty valuable.
Yeah. If I can get it open, then we'd be set. But of course.
Let me. I don't wanna. Okay, fine. I pull out my axe, the smart axe.
Okay.
I'd like to just kind of tap it.
All right. You tap it. Nothing happens though.
All right. Cool. So wait. Okay. So wait. You said it came from the sky?
Yeah. One of the party that came out and got it there said they saw this thing flashing in the sky. And then this thing goes bam. I think. Or actually, from what I can. He starts pondering
and it's
something.
Definitely egg-shaped and not just like circular.
I mean, it's like circular egg-shaped, yeah.
All right. How big is it?
It is about the size of him.
Oh. So, could you describe more of it for me? Is there anything can I just look at it to find something going on with it?
The crate?
Yeah, the thing.
Investigation check.
Yeah. Investigation. I like to use the thing.
Alright. Roll that D8.
Boop. Boop.
Then 22. This thing is it's made pure shiny metal of you've never seen before, just as your smart hand axe is kind of developed. You notice when you put your hand on it, as if something kind of reverberates out from it though, but as you continue to put your hand on it though, nothing happens. But this thing can definitely be opened, but if you just start kind of whacking it, things may not go the way you want it to.
So, is there like, so it's just pure metal, or is it like is there like a thing that I can put inside of it?
This is pure metal from what you're seeing.
Okay, then I can open it? What?
No,
Excuse me.
Is there like a line around it that would be where you open it, or is it like a full solid piece?
The full solid thing, but like I said, when Roxy put her hand on it, like, it's like the metal at least somehow like it made an imprint of her hand before fading away.
Huh. Wait, what? Okay, wait. Alright. Can I try like pushing like the axe like into it?
Alright, yeah, you hit...
It's not like cutting at it, but just kind of like pushing it in.
You push it in, but like, you know, like I said, at a certain point, like, you're just like hitting metal on metal. Like, it's if you're wondering if it's sinking, it's not sinking in. I'll just tell you that right now.
Fuck.
But
this is fucking weird. I just wanna fiddle with this thing all day, honestly.
Spellix at this point brings up, I actually have an idea.
Yeah?
Tell me, you guys traveled with Man in Effect. You guys all on nice page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I bet if she took you back to where she got this, she and that party got this thing, you guys could probably find a way to, you know, maybe there is some like key or like knob or like whatever to open this thing. She says she saw that flashing light thing going down, and it seems like none of the other goblins wanted to deal with it. If you were to go to it, maybe you find out a way to open it.
Good idea.
Yeah, you get it open, I give that to the people of the 10 towns, something of high value. And I'll say now, Nayala, with your detect magic, sorry, let me pull up a book, because there's something magical coming from, it appears to be like inside the thing.
Can I also use my magic awareness to see if I sense anything?
Sure, click that for me.
Or after, or whatever.
Yeah, in terms of a school of magic, you can't really figure it out. It's like as if like a number of schools are kind of popping up inside this bad boy.
Neat.
Yeah. So, how about it? You go over there to where they got this thing. Pop it. You find out how we open it. You come back. We open this bad boy. We give it to the people of the 10 towns. The 10 towns start just making some peace. Have a nice treaty. Send some guild milk healers their way. They send food this way, and no goblins go hungry or starving.
That sounds like a great idea, honestly.
And from what I've been told, you, head negotiators, speak for everybody, so I'm assuming this is all fine.
Probably.
Sure.
Vars, do you have anything to add to this?
Nope.
I feel
Alright.
like it is contingent on what's inside the egg, though.
I mean, that'll be for you and the people of the 10 towns to get.
How heavy is it?
It's pretty heavy. Spellix tells you they essentially have to drag this thing back, like, off of the wargs, like both wargs, though.
How many? Listen, I just want like a no, like straight poundage. How heavy is this thing?
I'm not going to give you a straight poundage because I don't know if you would really know it off the top of your head.
I mean, like I know weight pretty well.
Roll me an athletics check to see if you can pick this thing up. How about we'll do it this way?
Hell yeah.
7.
Nope.
No, you do that thing. You bend with your. What's the phrase? You bend with your back or bend with your knees?
You're supposed to lift with your knees.
Yeah.
You don't lift with your back.
Okay, Roxy lifts with her back and then realizes this thing is so heavy I can't lift my back for it, and then stops.
That's not good in general. As we go on, I'm gonna try and teach Roxy how to lift.
Alright. Alright. So, Spellix at this point, by the way, if people ask, just call me Yarbnock, that's what they like to call me. And,
yeah.
Alright. So, I got those rooms set up for you over there so you all can have a nice sleep, and, I'll tell Manifect the news, and she'll lead you to where she got this tomorrow morning. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, I wanna go now.
It's getting kind of late, though, Roxy.
It is getting fine.
Yeah, they wasted a lot of our time doing the whole show thing.
Yeah, to impress you guys.
Is it a waste if we enjoyed it, though?
Kinda.
I
mean, like, we could have gone and done this whole thing already, and like.
So I was like, hey, you know, my first time, you know, doing diplomacy. You know, all I know is you gotta put on a good show. If I learned anything at the circus, it was that.
I guess.
I enjoy the show.
All right. Anyways, have some reindeer, give it to someone else. Fine by me, but I'm gonna move this bad boy back to its safe spot.
Is there anything else that I can do, like, in
Magic wise?
Yeah.
Alright, so how far does Detect Magic go? 30 feet?
30 feet.
Outside of your and Roxy's weapons, Spellix has illusion magic on him, but you know that's from the spell he cast to make himself look even more like a goblin. Yeah, nothing over here or anybody else.
What about 60 feet for me? Just a vague awareness of things magical.
Nothing. Like, other than the magic items you guys have on you, and Spellix's illusion spell, and the crate.
Alright, for sure.
Alright. So, who wants to room with who in the bunks?
How small
I
are
feel
they?
like we just...
Yeah, it's pretty tight. I'll say that.
Should we go, like, the small people with the biggest people? Just to make as much room as we can? Or just kind of... I mean, I feel like that would actually make it pretty much what we do normally.
Yeah. I'm okay with whatever. I like y'all.
Alright, now I'm gonna put them in the ways I'm assuming you guys want it. Alright, after you guys eat, and Spellix kind of just... Alright, this... Everything's gonna be good, As he kind of leaves. You guys want to do anything else as you kind of lay in your Nayala and Balthazar, you're both pretty cramped.
Yeah, can I check out the sentry guy before my thing wears off?
Oh yeah, sure. You would head out and walk over. He's not giving off any magic. From what you could tell from what Spellix was saying, it seems to be like completely powered off, not even moving at all.
Right. Cool.
Correth, Sorrin, you guys want to do anything?
I try to make room for Nayala, just like give her more room.
Alright, you're gonna just tie yourself in the corner back here. Correth, Sorrin,
yeah,
you guys
I would
good?
just kind of hang out outside until it gets too unbearable.
I can't think of anything.
I'll say Novish, hopefully nothing goes bump in the night, but I'm gonna keep one eye open, you know what I mean?
I mean, we only have to be like, we only have to meditate for 4 hours.
Yeah.
At least I assume that's what you do when you just kind of stare at the wall.
Well, technically, y'all don't really need the trance. You just get the benefits of a short rest. I mean, long rest. Yeah. So technically, y'all could just stay awake if y'all wanted to.
But then, if you don't take a long rest, you do get exhaustion, though.
Well, but like they're elves, though. I thought
stare into each other's eyes as we sleep.
Let's keep it at that. Balthazar, Vars, you guys doing anything else?
I mean, can I do just an investigation check on the robot thing?
Oh yeah, sure.
When Nayala goes, like we just kind of go together.
Okay, roll investigation.
Fuck, I want to write another romantic fanfic.
Investigation.
No, exactly like what Balthazar saw. This thing is just held up with rope and like uses pulleys to move its arms and head up and down.
Alrighty. I'm just interested by this metal man, but yeah.
Yep.
I never understood the expression "keep one eye open at night" because I'm just like, how do you like stay like partially asleep? I don't understand.
It's not a restful sleep, for sure.
But like, I don't like. Do you?
It's like standing on edge but also trying to sleep is like, you know.
I guess so.
It's not effective.
Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I'm just trying to... I can find something I want to show off. Of course, I don't ever do this part before a session, so I'm not like scrambling to find it. What were we saying, Roxy?
Yeah, I'll just talk about Barrow and stuff. Cause like I always thought, just like Barrow, while you're finding it,
Yeah.
I always thought like just Barrow was just aromantic, asexual, just kind of chilling, you know. He didn't really care about like that kind of stuff. He just likes friends. Thinking a lot about just Barrow and like what kind of things he does and stuff. Just like he's just kind of chilling with his friends. He doesn't care about any of that mess. And I like that.
Alright. So, you guys have a nice long rest. Like, luckily for Sorrin and Correth, no bumps in the night. But other goblins sleeping in, like, the wind coming up from the mountaintop. Reminds you a bit of home, Sorrin. Living up on a mountain again. Or being on top of a mountain again.
Yeah, I dig it. This way.
Yeah.
I feel like everything's really like uneasy on
Yep.
top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm. As for Roxy and Nayala,
Oh baby.
once again, beep, 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 and then that.
Can I like try and like look around?
Sure.
What is? Do I just hear stuff or like what's going on?
Pretty dark out. But as you look around, as
Can I light a torch in my dream?
not exactly, but I'll say this.
Mhm.
As you both kind of hear this, as Roxy, as you're looking around, now your head is just also kind of turning along with Roxy. As you guys you see this, something like lighting up in the distance. As you hear, as the two of you see this right before your dream ends.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Can I tell from like the inference of like if they're like worried or like they're just casual or you know
Those
Yo.
creatures you see inside.
well like the sounds
Roll me an insight check.
like do they seem like worried like calling out for help or
Yeah.
insight?
Yes. With an 8, you cannot tell an 8. It's just that same beeping and guttural noise just repeating itself. And then right before your dream ends, you see the image I just showed you. And then fade to black.
Fuck yeah, aliens.
Alright. So, in the morning, you guys are all quickly jostled. Spellix is very much like wanting to get this kind of resolved a bit. So, you have to use one of the rations you guys have gotten from Denver. One of 7.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Manafek is out there with her warg as Chief Yarbnot, quote unquote, comes up to you. Alright. I had to do some convincing last night with Manafek, but she said she would take you to where she got that egg-shaped crate.
How do you know it's a crate?
Well, because I always, from inspecting it, it seemed like there was something inside. I just called it a crate because, you just keep things in boxes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, didn't two of you, as he points to Nayala and Balthazar, didn't you both say there was some sort of magical thing inside it?
Yeah, there's definitely magic coming from it. I wouldn't call it a crate because it's shaped like an egg, so I would call it an egg, but I see where you're coming from.
Alright. Man of fact, you treat these negotiators well. If everything goes well, we'll have that food in no time. As she kind of politely nods. And as he walks back, the gates open up. Best of luck to all of you.
Thank you.
Alright. So, gonna remember to zoom out.
Yes, sir.
You guys are around here. Maverick tells you it'll take about like most of the day's journey to get over here to where she saw Drake pop down.
Alright.
But assuming no one has any issues, you all begin to make your way back to the caravan. Balthazar pulls it out, head down the mountain, back to the Red Run, and keep on moving. Anybody wants to do any?
The Red Run is a river, right?
Frozen River now, but yes.
Okay, just making sure.
If anybody wants to do any light RP right now, this is your chance. Alright. If that's the case, I'm assuming some of you are more excited about this than others. You guys make your way across the Red Run, past the Tent Trail, and into the forest down below. And it's getting pretty dark out by the time you get here. But
Ready? Jeez.
I mean, we're speeding things along because unless you want me to do like 10 travel sequences for you,
No.
yeah. But it does
I'm
take.
just like, it's already dark.
Yeah, it's about like 4 or 5, and I mean, it's Everlasting Realm. It's always dark, Roxy, but now it's getting advanced dark. It's like 4.
I love advanced darkness. It's so fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
You guys approach this kind of open area as Manifest kind of stops for a moment and is like, when me and the other party were here and we grabbed that thing, so we heard, someone said they heard like a loud sound as we were riding away. Wasn't too sure of it, but I guess they were right about that.
No, Roxy just realizes something.
What?
Oh no. Oh no, we should have oh.
As you guys seem to notice up ahead, let me just read. You see this shell-shaped kind of structure.
Oh no, we should have brought the thing.
What thing?
The egg?
I think the goblins stole their egg. You remember you still having those dreams?
Uh-huh.
I think they stole their egg.
Alright.
Oh no.
Well, Roxy, as Manifest leads the way and you all follow, you come across, you walk up to this shell-shaped structure, and here we are. I'm just gonna speed this along. You can all see each other. You can all see yourselves, right?
Yes.
All right.
And it's a tentacles over here or something.
Yeah, this thing kind of it's a little bit of like you have to jump up to kind of get up there, but Manifest looks to you all. Well, this is it.
This is
This
this structure is where the egg fell?
Well, no, the egg fell into the snow. This wasn't exactly here before, but
Okay. Because I was gonna say you buried the lead pretty deep.
No. Okay, no. So, okay, Manifest explains, like, or you can all incite her if you want, but like, something was flashing in the sky, heading downwards, and things were kind of like, falling out of it. And one of the things was that egg-shaped crate they found, and they dragged back. Which you've come across now with something they had not seen before.
Okay.
And Nayala, roll me a history check, Nayala.
history.
19. You remember your good friend Gag also told you, if you remember seeing something up in the night sky and then things falling out of it. That basket of medals you got from her.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Alright, Sorrin, Correth, Balthazar, Vars. What do you guys want to do?
I'll keep walking this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for map reasons, I'm not gonna like highlight. Essentially, you see, it's just more of the ship though, and like open snow, an open snow area. Yeah.
Do I see like an easy way up onto the ship?
It's like literally like a 5-foot high like kind of gap. You can just climb up on it.
Yep.
All right, then yeah, I'm also gonna climb up and like, sort of look over at this I can't think of a name for what this is. Giant crossbow.
Yeah, you would know Balthazar. It is a ballista.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Can I look for like any footprints?
Roman investigation.
Tracks. Like in the train.
Yeah. Roman investigation check, Roxy, as a...
Can I roll survival?
Actually, that's a better one, yes, survival.
Thank you.
Yeah. The deck is 5 feet above the valley floor and covered with fresh snow. Mounted to the deck is a ballista covered in ice. The back of the deck, a double door made of chitin and iron is tucked under 2 higher decks, the lower of which has another ballista mounted on top. And with a 14, Roxy, no signs of footprints at all around here.
But the ballista is covered in snow, so it's been here for a while?
It's been here for a while, and roll me investigation with advantage, Balthazar, because you actually have history. You have soldier experience.
Alright.
18. This thing is essentially kind of inoperable. Like, it looks pretty broken and unusable.
Okay.
So the doors are here?
Yes.
This feels so much like Bloodborne.
How big are the doors?
About, like, I would say 20 feet high.
Okay.
I'll climb up.
And there's you said there's another platform? Like, I could see another platform hanging above?
Yeah, that's 25 feet up.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's the main door here, and the other platform up.
I'll look to Balthazar, who's standing next to me, and I'll be like, alright, let's try to go in then, huh? And I'll try to open the door.
Okay, the door is currently jammed. Like if you just.
And I'll look to Balthazar again and say, "Well, looks like a job for you."
Can I try? Is there something to do that I can try?
Athletics check, Balthazar.
You could try knocking.
16. With a 16, you bam, shoulder into it, pops open.
There you go.
All right.
You go inside.
That also.
Yeah, I go inside. I think before I try and go inside before Sorrin if I can.
Oh, I thought it like it opened like both.
All right.
Yeah.
You go inside. You see a lot of crates lying around. You also see a couple creatures moving. As they all kind of stop, look at you, and then this weird tall creature just looks to you, Balthazar, seeing you bust open, and then goes, "Ugh!" Roll for initiative.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, let me show you some images of what you're seeing.
Oh, that's
terrifying.
Yeah, I hate that.
Where is the other one? Oh, is it not here? Yeah, okay.
This little bug-looking thing in the red circles, or something else.
Yeah.
You well, that was what I was gonna try and show you, but yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Gonna get those initiatives down. Roxy with a 5, Nayala with a 6,
5.
Correth with a 10,
a quick 5,
with a 25, Balthazar with the 11, and Vars with a 13. All right. So when you're up first, you've noticed these things have all taken looking at you, and this strange walking piece of flesh is screaming at Balthazar, looking like it's about to charge at him.
So what are these things? Are they like small creatures?
They are very tiny. Yes. That's what I was trying to find. Is there actually no image for them? Sorry, let me.
Okay.
Oh wait! I think I figured it out. What was wrong? There you go. This is what they are.
What? All right. I love this guy actually.
Oh, they're cute.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
They're a cutie.
I'm gonna go for the golem. Yep.
Just fucking feel. Has any of y'all played Bloodborne?
No, I haven't. I wish I could.
I will stand here, and I'm just gonna lay one unarmed strike on this guy.
Alright, roll the hit. 10. What type of damage do you do against Sorrin?
With the unarmed, it'd be bludgeoning.
Alright, so click that.
So it does hit.
Yes, so 10 will hit. Alright.
And then, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and then do this. So that will boost my AC up to 20.
Wait, I was confused. Alright.
That's the one. Yep.
So when you come up, punch this thing right in the gut. And it looks at you.
Nice.
Ugh.
That's why I raised the AC.
Alright, good, because it's actually his turn now.
Oh, he rolled well.
Oh, he definitely rolled well.
He rolled like shit.
Alright.
Yeah, I think.
First one is a 16 to hit you, which, because of your... It's not going to hit you, I'm assuming.
No, it wouldn't even hit without the parry.
Alright. Second one is a 22.
Okay, yeah, that beats me by 2.
This thing becomes one fist up, tries to slam down on you, but you duck out of the way, but the second one he's able to get off as you take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel like you just got hit by like a caravan as he just bams you like right in the shoulder.
Alright.
As he just continues to just scream as he moves up here though, as he's just wailing on you. But that is his turn. Now we go to Vars.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'll go up to actually Vars' thing. Yeah, close enough. Now walk up to this one and give it a stab.
Okay, roll to hit. 18 will hit it. For 5. Alright?
I don't get the thing unless I have sneak attack, right?
So, oh, you mean your sneak attack dice?
Yeah.
So you don't get the extra dice rolls unless either A, there's an ally within 5 feet of it, or B, you are hidden from it, but you are not hidden from it.
Okay.
You do have your other thing you have.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So let's do that.
Which one?
On blue.
All right. So that's like I usually smart. I know. I usually do that stuff. All right. So you come up, stab this weird squiddling. He goes as you fire bolts off and it hits the blue one. And it goes. And is that your turn? All right. Now we go to Balthazar.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna, this guy did a lot of damage to Sorrin. I think I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot what my... Now I have 2 automatic search things.
Yeah,
so 4... Oh, I get the... It's a thrown property thing. Alright, dope. And I'm just gonna, whap this guy.
Alright.
Whap the flesh golem.
Roll to hit. A 9 will hit.
Oh shit! I was gonna say, is it too late for me to do a reckless attack? But
no, a 9 will hit him.
Oh my god, this guy is very squishy.
Zombies, baby. They are very good.
And
so for
I swear to God, you are super lucky, Craig. As you hit him, and he was not expecting like the pain in his shoulder, like his arm as you cut him. He goes, "Ugh!" Clearly, he was focusing on the wrong guy. He takes 15 points of damage.
All right. And then I think that is going to be my turn.
All right.
Actually, I think I'm gonna move around to this side, like not provoking our opportunity attack, but just be right here.
All right. Correth, you are now up.
I shall, I'll cast Scorching Ray. I think.
Okay. On who?
First one on Flesh Golem.
Alright, 9 will hit him.
Will?
Yes, it will. If you're hitting this guy, yes, it hits. 8 fire. Alright.
Second one on the blue.
Alright, so on this boy. The 9 will also hit him. Alright, you watch as you incinerate this thing to death.
And then last on the Flesh Golem.
Alright. 12 will hit. So that's 8 and 11, so 19 to him. Let me just, sorry, bust up the calculator. Alright. So Correth fires Scorching Rays in. One on the Flesh Golem who screams out in pain as you hit him with the fire. Second one on the Squidling that just gets incinerated and collapses down dead. And the third one back on the Flesh Golem who also freaks out as you hit it with the fire.
I'd really like that fire axe right now.
Is that your turn, Correth?
Yeah.
Okay. After Correth, Nayala, what is your dex?
-2 is Nayala's.
Okay.
Yeah, -2.
I'll be nice. You go first.
Okay. Yeah. I guess there's where I can go. And I'll just hit this guy with my mace.
Alright, give me a roll. 13 will hit. For 14 total, let me just check something. Alright, yeah. Once again, you bash him across the head. He was not expecting this, as definitely give him more than he would like. Definitely hurt him. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we go to these guys' turns.
Squishies.
Yeah. So let me just see here. Calculator. This actually hit. Everybody with mana effect, actually. Alright, I need everybody to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving, okay.
Yes.
Intelligence saving.
These good rolls, except for those.
Roxy, intelligence saving throw. Alright, so... yeah, he passes too. Let me just read this. Alright. This squiddling here, like, his head pulsates. And you guys feel like as if you're being tickled for a moment. But then you all brush it aside. You're all fine.
Oh.
And the one right next to you, Vars, is going to try and attack you with its tentacles.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit you?
It does.
Alright. You take 2 points of psychic damage, and I need you to make me another intelligence saving throw. 19, okay, you're fine on that, yeah. So it hits you, your brain is like, ow. But that's about it.
Alright.
Roxy, it's your turn.
Alright. Question. Who is the flesh golem, like, looking at anyone?
I mean, it was screaming at Balthazar and Sorrin when they walk in, but now it's screaming at all the people who are attacking it.
Alright. Well, let's, okay, so I'm gonna use bonus action to quick toss.
Alright.
With quick toss green.
Okay.
Boop, with some smart axe.
17 hits. Let me just read it. Bonus action, you can spend one. Oh, you just, okay, you're making a range attack with an extra d8. Alright, that works. 17 hits.
Okay, hit, and then I get to roll superiority die.
Alright. You just hit this thing right in the brain, and it dies.
Alright. Let's see. What? No, I'll just go right here. I will then do a good axe on the boy.
Wait, you already used your action though to use.
That was a bonus action.
You can expend. Make a.
As a bonus action, you can expend one superiority die and make a ranged weapon attack with a weapon that has the thrown property,
Okay,
which is the smart axe.
That one seems. So I get that. That one seems a little bit more busted, but okay. Screw it.
I mean, it's also more busted because it's a magical hand.
No. Yeah. I'm okay with the magical hand axe part. I'm surprised you can use a die to just do another attack, even though you're only level 4. But all right. What are you doing?
I mean, it needs to be ranged, so. But yeah. Actually, you know what? Actually, it needs to be ranged. Yeah. I would love to do just a regular attack on the boy.
Okay.
The flesh skull.
Give me a roll.
Hit.
15 will hit, and you're using.
And then I would love to do this one.
When you attack a creature, you can expend to maneuver one of your comrades. Okay.
I would love to have Sorrin be able to move.
Okay. Sorrin, are you hearing this?
Yeah, so do I get to pick where to move?
Well,
or...
Yep. You get to use your reaction to move half your movement.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and this one I know is legit. Or really good.
Okay, without provoking opportunity attacks. Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Bye.
This is amazing for a monk. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
It's just amazing in general.
Okay.
All these fucking things are amazing. I love this shit. I love it.
Yeah,
Roxy is such a good class.
Roxy changed things up a bit, as you'll all notice. All right,
I've been getting fucking work out of my new things. Like, but yeah, and then this, and then this.
All right. You swing your battle axe right across this guy's chest, bam, and that's it. All right, that is Roxy's turn. Manifest's turn. She rolled a 3 on her thing. She doesn't. Not as beefy as you guys. Gonna shoot arrow at this flesh golem. Will hit. Yeah, she will hit. And an arrow goes launching into this guy's shoulder, as you notice, Nayala.
I have a question. Are we like doing damage?
He's hurt, but what would I make you roll for this? Roll me intelligence. See how smart you are about this, Roxy.
Yeah,
right.
Intelligence feels right.
You know,
Plates?
you're hitting him, and he's injured, so someone must be doing something right. Alright.
Alright, cool.
Sorrin, it's your turn. Top it around.
Okay. I'm gonna switch to the longbow. And am I gonna be able to? There's a lot of people here, but will I be able to shoot this?
Yes, you can. I'll allow that.
Okay, cool. Alright. So now I will do this. So that's my bonus action.
Alright.
And then I'll do this.
19 will hit it.
And then I'll do that.
6
and
plus the D4.
1 second. It's not set up. Hold on.
Okay.
Nice.
Vars, you watch as this thing gets like an arrow right into its brain and just dies.
Nice.
Alright, that your turn, Sorrin?
Yeah, because I'm on 9 HP. So.
Oh, okay. Alright. So it's the flesh golem's turn. You notice, Balthazar, that part of him is still flaming from the scorching rays as he's trying to pat himself out. And then he's gonna swing at you first, though.
Okay.
So, does a 12 hit you?
12 does not hit me.
Alright. Then he's gonna go for Nayala. That was a natural 1, so Nayala, you easily just scoot past this boy. And he's not gonna move, so that is his turn. Now we go to Vars.
Oh, I'm go up to this boy and give him a stabbing.
Give me a roll.
Yep.
20 will hit him. Alright, you go up, boom, and then pull back.
Oh yeah, did the Fletch Golem try to attack me or not?
No, he went for Balthazar and Nayala.
Okay.
Yeah, you go for a nice poke, Vars. I'll have you roll me that intelligence check now too.
Sure. As soon as I find it. There it is.
18. You notice that your attack, like, he didn't take any damage from that, though. Something, in terms of being able to hurt him, no. Your regular weapon's probably not going to cut it.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action disengage and walk right about here.
Okay. Sounds good. That is Vars' turn. Now we go to Correth.
Wait, wasn't I before Correth?
Oh, sorry, Balthazar. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, no. I'm going to attack, and instead of my reckless attack, can I use Tides of Chaos? And can I do that on accident?
So, you can gain advantage. Alright.
So it's the same function, but I don't get advantage on attacks on me.
Yeah, just so you know, by doing this, I can make you roll on the wild magic search table later, so I can trigger an effect of your wild magic.
Oh, baby, I know.
Alright, roll.
I want that.
Roll with advantage. 22.
22, and then hit, and this is force damage, remember?
Yes.
So 11. Alright, can I make that same intelligence check to... I'm weirging, so if you want
yeah,
to not...
I'm gonna say no intelligence check. You're actually doing damage to him.
Alright, dope.
As he's not expecting you to be able to hurt him, which is kind of why he's like, ah. Alright. Now it's
that's it.
Now it's Correth's turn.
I'll do a chaos bolt.
Give me a roll.
Chaos Bolt.
22 will hit him. You want it to be thunder or force?
Force. Why not?
Alright. You just,
Hey, it works.
yeah, you boom him right in the chest as he takes 18 points of force damage.
I love Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt's so fun.
He ain't looking too good.
You gotta really watch those double D8s.
That's turn.
Yeah.
18 points of... I'm sorry, so 18 points of force damage. Was that different than what he rolled?
Well, no, so...
Okay, no. Yeah, it's those two. Okay, I was confusing what this spell does.
The type of damage is dependent on what the D8 rolls, so that's why I always ask him. Alright. Now we go to Nayala.
Alright, I'm gonna move around a little bit just to not be in the door.
Alright.
This guy's still up, huh?
Yes.
Wild.
I think we're all doing... I think everyone except for me is doing not great damage against them.
Uh-huh.
I think it needs to be magic damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Interest.
I think your mace works.
Yeah, you did damage him last time,
I think
Nala.
so, yeah, I did. I'll use my mace again.
Alright. 14 hits. A total of 9 bludgeoning magic and 4 psychic. So a total of 13, damn. Alright. You watch as the what's holding him together starting to fall apart. He definitely looks like he's close to collapsing. Is that your turn, Nayala?
Yes.
Alright, Roxy, you're up.
I would like to bonus action grab my smart axe,
Alright, it flies right back into your hand.
and I'd like to hit him with the smart axe.
Give me a roll. It's a natural 20.
Baby.
Roxy, you come up with the smart axe in hand and are able to hit him right in the head, pierce through his flesh as he just kind of unravels and comes apart, dead.
Nice.
That was something.
That was something.
Yeah, the image of you catching your axe and just lodging right in his head. Great.
It's really neat. It's cool. I feel like fucking Kratos.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to reveal. There we go. All right.
I am Axe Queen.
Axe Squad.
So, as you come in, Roxy and everybody else, you see a staircase that goes up above, along with something lighting up in the back. In addition to all these crates and barrels in here as well.
I'll check it out. I'll check over here.
One of these crates.
All right. So I'll do Roxy first. Roxy, you come across these 4 doors that, as you kind of push open, you see these circular kind of tubes, like a pod of sorts, with red liquid inside.
All right. So they're like pods?
Yeah.
Do they have anything inside of them?
Perception check.
Alright.
9. Nothing. They just seem empty.
Are they like connected to anything?
Not that you can notice with a 9.
Are they like floating, or like what are they on?
You've ever seen Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. A little bit.
Do you remember, like, the Frieza army has these healing pod things?
Yeah.
They're set up like that.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
Well, I guess I don't really. Hey y'all, there's some weird pods back here. If y'all want to check them out, I can't really figure them out. That's weird.
All right. Sorrin, I'm assuming you're searching through stuff.
Yeah.
Investigation check, my friend. 14. Alright. Vars, I'm assuming you're investigating shit too, so I might as well do this at the same time. Investigation check. Anybody else investigating or running around here besides Roxy and the 2 of them?
I'll check over here where Roxy was, if that's fine.
Okay, Correth, Nayala, you guys... Yeah?
I'm actually gonna go over to Sorrin and say, look like you got hit pretty hard there. And
I'll be fine.
Sure.
I mean, but if you want to heal me, that'd be cool too.
That's what I thought.
I want to say something, but I'm not.
Later.
So
Roxy.
So
you find, Sorrin, as you open this box, there are these strange devices. 3 of them fully put together, 3 of them like in pieces. You pull one of them out that is quote unquote put together. It's long, like made of metal. There's like the tip end of it has like a circle at it. You notice towards the top there's kind of like as if like a little magnifying glass was put on top of it, so like you can look through and see things better. And there's like this weird part towards the back of it that has like a little bit of like a handle, not a handle thing, but like something you push, or like you gotta push and like it does something. If I were to sketch it out for you, I probably should do that because I don't. It's like this thing with a circle at an end. This weird magnifying glass, and this thing here where you have like this thing you can pull.
I'll grab it.
All right, there's
one that looks assembled.
Yeah, there's 2 more assembled ones and 2 more broken apart ones, or 3 more broken apart ones.
And
all right.
I kind of want to pull this lever thing.
Okay, Vars, as you search through over here, you find in one of these crates sets of manacles and chains, which are 4.
Mm.
And then Balthazar, you roll me a perception check now, since you're checking things out over there. 6. You don't see anything in here other than these pods with the red liquid in them. And by the way, if people are taking things, make sure you put them in your inventory. Alright.
Quick question. Flesh golem guy over here.
Yes.
Does he still appear to be in one piece?
No, he's like just flesh just mound together.
All right.
Gross. Can I use my detect magic?
Oh yes. So, with a detect magic, Nayala, you would notice that what's the range on that? 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Essentially, in this area, the only thing you see here that has magic coming off of it is from that box Sorrin was in. Sorrin was looking through. 2 things that are glowing, and then 1 thing that is glowing now that Sorrin picked it up from it. Picked one of those things up.
And it's that thing that you drew that's glowing?
Yeah, like, well, there's a part of it in the back that's glowing. Like this weird evocation magic.
Interesting. Can I examine it further?
Roll me an Arcana check. With a 10, you're having trouble. Like you've never seen something like this before. You can't really put it together.
I'm gonna tell wait, was it Sorrin that was looking?
Yeah, I have it. I'm holding it right now.
Okay. Yeah, what I see.
So the back end of this thing is giving off like evocation?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just like put it down, like lean up against the crate for now.
Alright. So there is a set of stairs heading up.
Yeah, I was gonna go up them.
Alright.
Real quick, Sorrin pulled the lever on the thing?
No, he didn't.
No, I was thinking about it.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna.
Alright. Roxy, head up.
Before we go upstairs, does it seem like I could like pick up a set of these chains and manacles and like sling them over my shoulder?
Oh yeah, put them in your back.
Okay.
Alright. You guys head on up then.
Boop, boop, boop.
Does anyone want to go first, or is it?
Not me.
I'm going first.
You just move yourself up to the image up above.
Boop, boop, boop.
I guess that explains why I didn't want to reveal the.
I understood.
Alright.
I went after the second.
So Roxy, you come up to this middle deck that has the open cowl. Mounts to it is another forward-facing ballista, and the walls are kind of lined with ballista bolts waiting to be used. You notice as you move up, like, so this place is made of like wood and iron, but it's also squishy at times too. And you definitely.
I mean, it does kind of look like a squid.
Yeah. There is a door right here too.
Open the door.
All right, unlocked.
Hell yeah.
I'm right behind her.
All right. You open this room where crystals protrude from the ceiling of this oddly shaped room. Some are lit, others are flickering and burned out. Plates of chitin have been pried loose from the walls in places, exposing cavities filled with tangled masses of black tubes. Scattered across the floor are unusual-looking tools. And holding one of those tools, one of these creatures.
Alright.
He stops what he's doing as he looks to you. Let me show you what he looks like through game.
Oh,
Really
he's
hard
so
pivot discussion.
squishy.
He stops as you, he makes a sound towards you, funny enough, that same guttural sound you've heard in your dreams.
Great. Hey man, what's up?
When he realizes that you don't understand that, anybody within, let's see here, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. What is their range on that? Oh, you all hear it. Intruders? Who are you?
Yeah.
You see him reach into his pocket as he's got his hands on something, but he's not pulling it out just yet.
Hey, whoa! No fast moves. I pull out with my axe and kind of Like I'm gonna throw it at him.
What do you want, intruders?
I mean, So what? Like, what's your whole deal? I'm like, what's all this?
I'm gonna roll something for him. Oh yeah. He kind of touches his head as he noticed. Actually, what I'm gonna say, I don't know, it's funny. It's like you just hear your guys' voice in your head. Vorin, come down. We have company. As Balthazar, you notice from behind you up on the stairs is another one of these guys who comes plopping down.
Alright.
Meanwhile, can I check and see if this ballista works?
Investigation check.
Sure.
Yeah, this one still is operable.
Yeah, this one's inside, so I think this snow is what got the last one.
Yeah. Roxy, do you let him leave the room, or are you blocking him?
I mean, where are you going?
I would like to be in the presence of my compatriot, given that I'm running into intruders, just for my own safety. As you all hear in your heads.
Alright, fine.
Alright. He comes up, and he holds hands with the other one.
Aww.
I'm gonna have pointed the ballista in their general direction at this point.
The moment they see you start moving it, the other one puts his hand on his shoulder. I would suggest not doing that, smaller intruder.
Listen, dude, I don't know what you're up to, and until then, you need to start explaining.
The other one pipes up. We are but humble explorers of the world, the planes of existence. We have come here not of our own volition, but due to an emergency. I am Vorn. He is Dredavex. And which one, Dredavex? Yes. Our ship had technical difficulties. But now that I look at you, as he looks to you, Roxy, perhaps you are not intruders, but maintenance people. We did send out that message a while back. But we weren't sure if anybody had received it frequency-wise.
What y'all need help fixing?
Go into the room back there and open up the other door, and we'll show you what the issue is, says Dredavex.
Alright.
You see this, what appears to be this sphere of shiny black metal with a small transparent hexagonal windows. Sharp metal tines resembling grasping claws protrude from nearby walls and ceiling, pushing toward the sphere but not stopping short of it. You notice in this sphere there's appear to be these rocks, but they're currently out. That is our propulsion system, says Dredavex. Recently, the psi crystals that powered it went out. And now we are currently stuck here. We ended up coming crashing down, losing a fair amount of material along the way. And I'm gonna roll again for the two of them. Alright. The one not named Vorn looks to you, Nayala. Or, tall intruder. Seems you also have something that came from this ship. Isn't that correct?
It seems like that may be the case.
They both look to each other and kind of like just do like a nod. Yes. The container containing our spare psi crystals was lost, and so we put out a signal for those who could understand the frequency, noting if you have seen any psi crystals recently, come return them to us.
So what's a psi crystal exactly?
The glowing rock full of magical energy that can power even a ship like this.
Alright. Alright.
Have you seen it, intruder, who may actually be a maintenance man instead?
Yeah, I think so. Is this a psi crystal?
What do you?
I give him the hand axe, the smart axe.
No, he's like, Dreadvex says, no, that is not a psi crystal. It's a rock like the ones you see in there. That is but it appears to be one of our parts of our ship's materials, crafted in the form of a sharp object.
Alright. So what exact, like, what is, like, could you okay, you described it for me, but I'm still like, I don't know what that means.
It's a glowing crystal full of magical energy. We usually keep it in one of our crates, but we appear to have lost it.
Alright. So...
Can trace, like, in the air, the egg shape, and be like, does it look kind of like that?
Oh, you have seen it, tall intruder. Where we store our psi crystals.
Mayhaps.
At which my man effect brings up. If you are referring to an egg-shaped crate, me and my people got it when they came crashing towards the sky. At which point the two Seramorphs look to each other and nod. I see. And so you have our psi crystals, and your people. They are like you, strange, smaller intruder. Which way man effect responds? Yes. Roxy, Nayala, the two of you here in your brains. How did they acquire the crates?
They found it. Like they just found it. It was sitting around here.
They look to you, Nayala. Was it literally sitting around, or was there more to the story?
According to them, it came crashing down. They took it, and then they heard something else, which I can only assume is your landing.
Our crash landing. It's alright. Alright. Maybe not all hope is lost, Shreddervex. Well, I bet Rin, Rix, and Zalgard will be quite happy to hear about this. Once we can get the ship working again. Yes, Vorin, says Shreddervex. At that point, they both kind of stop. And then they look to, once again, Roxy and Nayala. Tell me, how did you get up into this level of the floor?
I mean, some folks attacked us.
We really didn't.
We didn't know what to do, so we fought back.
They look to each other. You at first, Roxy, think that they're going to be angry, but then they're like, oh, I see. They lost two creatures. They were too weak against you. Oh well, I guess you win some and lose some. Once we get some compensation, though, from you all, then we should be good. They look to, they kind of stick out. Dreadvex looks to man effect. Alright, so I think it's only fair that's because your people took our psi crystals that we will take some of your people instead to make up for the people we have lost. At which point,
I don't know about that.
No.
I'll volunteer.
are you actually volunteering, Vars?
No.
Okay. Warren just looks at you. Oh, but it is only fair. Besides,
That's not how they had nothing to do with this.
But compensation.
Hold on. Can I ask you something real quick before we move on to compensation for the crystal? How do we open the crate?
They both look to each other. Why should we tell you that? How do we know?
Why should we give you that crystal?
Because we need it to leave this wretched frozen place.
Well, the goblins need it to give to Bryn Shander.
But what is a Bryn Shander?
Don't worry about it.
Redivix pipes up. The goblins, as he kind of quotes unquotes, I'm assuming, yeah, they can part with the psi crystals and their brains. It'd only be fair given the damage has been inflicted upon us.
It's not how fairness works. They didn't know.
That isn't fair.
I mean, they took the psi crystal crates. If they had left it where it landed, then we would have found it sooner, and we wouldn't have lost all of our 3 good men. Tell me, how smart are you, goblin? At which point Manifek is like, well, and at which point Druidex, clearly they are all imbeciles. We're gonna need a good amount of brains to compensate for the men we lost downstairs. They look to you, Roxy and Nayala. Tell me, maintenance people who hold things dear, like made from our materials, how is this not fair? What other way can you really go about it? I mean, we lost our men, we've been stranded here. Who's to say we just take the brains of a good chunk of that thing's people, and then we leave with our psi crystals, and then everything's all nice and dandy?
I'm gonna walk up, pretty fucking pissed, and say, how about I just fucking take your brains, then? I don't fucking give a shit.
They both...
I don't care how fucking smart you are. You're not gonna sit and talk to her like that.
They too look to each other and is like, I see. So you are not our maintenance man, but I guess our initial assumptions were right, as they both kind of looked dejected. Now, Roxy, roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
I did nothing.
You have a smart weapon. Ooh.
Intelligence saving throw?
Yes. Okay.
That's not bad.
So you both fail, as they both look up and Roxy, do you mind doing some little RP for me?
Of course.
All right.
Absolutely.
You hear Sorrin. You hear coming out of Roxy's voice. I see we are on now, Roxy.
Oh, I see we are wrong now. I think we should really.
No, sorry, Roxy. It's like,
oh, I thought you wanted me to continue going.
Oh, no, I'm like...
Because I could have played along if you wanted to.
Not exact, it's a bit different.
Alright.
Nayala, out of your voice, Balthazar, you hear out of Nayala's mouth, I think we can find the location soon enough, from the creatures we have stored outside. Nayala?
I think we could find the locations good enough with the creatures we have stored outside.
Alright. And with that, you watch as the two of them kind of both start getting up the staircase, as they kind of snap their fingers toward, as they're heading up, Sorrin, Vars, Correth, and Balthazar. You hear in your guys' voices' heads. So we're going to leave now, says Vorin. You will not bother us, is that correct? Or are you going to be as agitated as she once was, as he gestures to Roxy?
I look at everyone.
Do we get a feeling that we know that our friends are being controlled, right?
Roll me, Sorrin, Balthazar perception checks.
Perception.
You both notice as you look into Roxy and Nala's eyes, they're just like they're like dead, like fish dead staring right now.
Dumb question.
They're trying. Sorry, go ahead.
They're currently heading back up. They're currently heading upstairs right now to the bridge.
That's fine. Are these doors open? The ones to the back room?
You mean like this one?
Yeah, both sets.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to fire a ballista shot directly into that.
Hell yeah.
I like to step over here.
All right. Roll me a d20. Well, actually, wait. But there's actually something you have to. There are actually things you have to roll for this. Sorry. Give me a moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in for it.
I need you to make me an Arcana check, because
Alright.
this is not an ordinary ballista. 16, that does work. Roll me 2d8.
Not good.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. As they address you, Vars, you just fire it. It goes. Psh. Nothing happens afterward. As you hear out of Roxy's voice, you would think when we said no psi crystals means no psi crystals.
You would think what we said when we said no psi crystals means no psi crystals.
All right. Is this from Genovex? Is like, you hear out of Nayala's voice. Very well. We'll have these two deal with it. Deal with them. Nayala? And Jan.
Dead.
Dead.
Sorry. Very well. We'll have these two deal with it.
As they both hop up into the bridge as it slams shut, and this is where we're gonna end the session. As Balthazar, you notice Roxy and Nayala pull out their smart weapons.
Yikes!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice try, Vars, but unfortunately you weren't gonna get the reaction you wanted with a dead engine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. I would have shot
a dead engine with a large arrow bolt going through it does mean more complications later on than now.
Yeah, but there's an element of, there's an element of getting gas, so it's like, you have to fix the engine, which is one thing, but they have, fixing your car at your house with all of your tools is one thing, but getting gas for your car when you're, when you have no idea where any gas is, for miles on out, is a different thing.
Yeah.
But, yep, unfortunately, yeah, you both failed, so next week's session is going to be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
I cannot wait for a PvP session.
Sorry, Roxy.
No, it's fine. No, listen. I'm sorry I got you wrapped into it. This is what Roxy would do.
Hey, no,
I'm the one that chose you for a weapon.
No, it's fine.
Hey, it
was a fun ride.
Hey, they're great weapons, but you gotta remember, there's you had to have known I would have made consequences for you having them later down the line.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure. No,
I did not think that at all. I was a little bit sad if I didn't get a weapon, but now I'm happy.
Alright, so hope you all had fun. I know we're going a little bit over, so I wasn't about to launch another combat just like that. But yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like, Roxy would have gotten pissed at these fucking pieces of shit for saying stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, none of you really know what these creatures are, so you don't really get the whole gist behind them. So, I know I liked how you ran it, and personally, it was a lot of fun.
She's very stubborn, as I've said. I feel like I should play that more, but she's incredibly stubborn. Hey,
look, everybody wants something, as you can clearly tell. This session of everybody wants something, and they're gonna make you do different things for it. All right. Anyone else have any questions? Things we want to talk about?
Real quick, are we going to play next week or 2 weeks from now?
So it would usually be
you and Vivian can talk about that more, and everyone else is not involved in that.
It would usually be 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure if on my availability on the 25th though, because there are some things that are changing, especially job-wise too, that I'm kind of dealing with. I'd like to play a 25th, and I'll let you guys know ahead of time if I can or can't. But for now, have the 25th schedule as we're playing, and if not, then I'll just push it to the first. I'll talk to Vivian about Blades in the Dark stuff too, if that changes as well.
All right.
Yeah. Hope you had fun at the Goblin Fort. That was a lot of fun getting ready.
Yeah. Absolutely.
How much racism did you have to write out?
How many what?
How much racism did you have to write out?
Racism? Like, what do you mean?
Like, just, but not. I mean, just like Wizards of the Coast in there. Racism.
I mean, I could have stuck to the usual all goblins are bad, blah. But even Wizards of the Coast has realized that the idea of evil races is pretty stupid. So like, yeah. So they're changing things. They're changing things up, and I thought it would be more fun to have like, oh no, the goblins aren't like, they seem evil, but like they're actually just in a bad situation, and if you don't fix it, things are gonna get worse.
Oh yeah, I mean, like they need food.
Yeah, but you guys all went to cannibalism so quickly. I thought that was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, that was a surprise for me too. How quickly you guys went there. I didn't think that at all.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, next session I think will be a very fun one.
I'm excited.
Also, you all handled that flesh golem very well. I thought you all would have gotten stuck given the fact that it's immune to non-magical attacks.
Balthazar, lucky.
You got super
extremely lucky with that.
You got extremely lucky with that. Like the fact that you changed your damage to force instead was like amazing.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Absolutely hell yeah.
Okay, so going to end the stream, raid our friend Poos on Poos, and then I need to go get dinner.
Alright.
Sam, I need to sleep and get food.
Alright, everybody hop in. Cam, Acoustic, you guys have fun?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the PvP.
It's gonna be a good next session at the beginning of the next session.
All of you.
Alright.
I won't, I roll like shit.
Those are specifically good characters, I think, because like our healer and our one of our like main damage dealers. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. Alright. So
Y'all don't know what I got. I got fucking tricks.
Okay. Alright, everybody say bye stream.
Bye stream.
Bye, stream. Bye.